How we doing?
Hey.
Welcome to the second Vibe Squad podcast. Today we are joined by Joey LaFountaine. He is spilling coffee. He's known for, I guess, being the drummer in Zach Mexico, but also being a stand-up dude.
So nervous. Literally, and in the music world, I get to meet maybe a guy I'm so nervous right now.
Are you?
I mean, we're pretty famous.
Dude, I'm about to puke right now. Oh my God.
We got little 5-gallon buckets set up around us. So it's all good. It's all good.
But yeah, we're just chilling. We're gonna talk about some stuff. Yeah.
Honestly, your voice is soothing.
Is it?
That's feeling good about right now. Yeah.
All I gotta say,
Steven's got a radio voice.
BBC Radio 1 Extra with Joey LaFountaine.
You in the Flannel Squad video.
Yeah.
Your verse. I was like, his voice.
Yeah,
Is that your real voice?
Yeah.
Right.
That's my
Dude,
real
he
voice.
drops it low, man.
Dude,
Low.
that was.
Ladies love it. No.
Oh my God. Sweet, bro.
So
how you doing? You doing good?
Yeah, I'm all right. I feel like I'm trying to scoot further toward the mic as you guys are because it sounds good when you get kind of close.
When you get close to it.
Put your lips on it if you want.
It's not, I feel like I want to lunge at it a little bit. I don't know. It's the shape or what it is.
Yeah, bro. So you guys killed it the other night.
Thanks,
at the
man.
Brew
That was
Station.
a fun one. Yeah. We did a show the weekend before, and it felt a little sloppier to me.
Where'd
Yeah, that was at
the
Bonzer
Bonzer
Shack, right?
Yeah. It's fun. It's a fun
I
spot.
heard it was packed in there.
It was packed.
We almost went, but
yeah, that's
life got in the way.
In the hood, too. It's right in the hood.
Yeah, it is. Right down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Right off the beach road.
But, yeah, that one was a little sloppier.
Was the Brew Station one your last? I saw it was like your last one for a while on the beach.
Yeah, we're going on the road for a minute next month.
Oh,
Nice. Where to?
It's like North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. Not really far.
Yeah.
Doing a little tour.
A little bit of.
Sweet.
Did you guys ever ride around as the band as? I think it was Fluid Impulse.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You did? Did you just driving?
We didn't do like a tour. We did like
We did a little mini tour.
College tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Western University.
Dude, I'm surprised you know about that Fluid Impulse. Did I tell you about that?
We hit a show on our way out,
did,
and then we hit 3 shows in 2 days out there.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
We played in this place called the Dirty Old Basement. It was literally a fucking, dirty old basement.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine the Chicago scene is tough to crack, honestly. Were there a lot of sick bands?
Oh, yeah,
there?
dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I think it was the last episode, too. I had to watch it to try and bring the proper vibe in.
Yeah.
But you talked about it. You talked about the band.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't think you mentioned touring. I was wondering if you guys ever hit the road.
I mean,
I wish.
we went to Michigan and played a show out there once, but
Mm-hmm.
and then we did the Western Illinois thing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
other than that, we just played a lot of shows in the city and locally.
Drums, bass.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. And then there's guitar.
Guitar, at one point we had 2 guitar players, and then,
A singer, too.
yeah, so.
Mm-hmm.
That was the biggest our band got.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And we might have gotten a girl on stage to play tambourine.
That's cool.
Yes. wanted to.
But was it like kind of proggy or metal-y?
It was more like 311, like
It was
Incubus,
rock, more
like
chill.
reggae rock.
It was like reggae rock, yeah.
'Cause those were our big influences.
Mhm.
We'd like break it down real chill, reggae, lots of instrumental, like crazy vibes, and then we'd get like real hard, and just jam.
Because
we were doing some next level stuff.
it was the next level. You do it, don't you mess with a little metal? I
Oh
thought?
yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And then
yeah.
do you mess with metal drums?
Yeah.
Do you mess with
Yeah.
double bass
Oh
drum?
yeah. I got
Do
the
you?
Iron Cobras.
He's got that.
Maybe
Oh,
I
yeah.
can try
Cobras.
after
Oh,
the
yeah.
pod.
Oh yeah.
I've tried once with the double bass, and I was like, this is a whole nother thing.
Yeah. When I first got a drum set, I was like, I had it for like a couple of weeks, and I was like, I gotta go back to Guitar Center and get double bass drum pedals.
Oh, yeah.
And I've had them since basically the beginning.
Ah, I should have.
What you only use one?
I only use one. Honestly, some of our music probably could use another one.
Some double stuff.
Maybe that's why the other drummer
Yeah.
comes in.
Who's your bass player now?
Stephen Brown.
Is he like in for good? Because I know you guys have been kind of.
Yeah. So he was playing with us. Then he moved to California, And yeah, man, we were looking. I was looking
Yeah.
at you, dude. I was looking right at you.
Well, you asked me to do that tour, and I remember I had like finals or something.
Yeah,
so I
something was
couldn't
going down.
Yeah. So
And somehow, yeah, we always managed.
I wish I
to-
could have, man.
Hey,
I've never been on tour.
Maybe another tour will pop up.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, if Steven, if you see this, he says, "Are you permanent?" Honestly, his name's on the LLC. We're trying to, so yeah, he's in there.
Damn, he's
we're,
in.
We're trying to start an LLC, man. So you sucked in, whether you like it or not.
That's dope, man. I'm fine. I'm glad you guys got someone permanent on bass.
Yeah, dude, that knocks such a, you have these weird problems come up.
Yeah.
That helps so much, dude. Just to have a band, a set band,
Yeah.
members in your band. I don't know,
Really, he's a new member, huh? Because when we were at the show, I was definitely watching the bass player, probably even more than your lead guy.
Really?
Yeah.
Because he looked like he looked like he fit in real well. He was smiling, having a great time the whole time. And
Yeah, he has a really good feel.
yeah,
Yeah.
He's a good player.
it's awesome.
We've had so many bass players play for the band, man. You never actually did
Yeah.
come play.
Oh no, you asked me
I
to
don't
jam
think
or something.
Yeah, I've only played with you with
Yeah.
Brent, right?
Sorry.
No, it's all good, man. That's so funny but they all have different feels.
Yeah.
Like our other buddy Ed. Steven never uses a pick.
Yeah. Oh, he's just
You always use a pick, right?
No, I never use a pick.
You never use a pick.
Never.
That's what you
No.
use. Okay.
He tries
I
sometimes
tries,
for
it's-
practice. He'll
I
be
don't
like,
have
I'm gonna
that
bust it
muscle.
out.
Like,
I know, dude.
you gotta
Yeah.
gotta get that muscle going in the
I know.
wrist. So it's tough.
Do you use a pick when you play bass? Because you were playing guitar downstairs.
I can play bass. When I play bass, I don't play with a pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I play guitar, I use a pick.
Yeah. So like our other one guy would switch back and forth. Everybody's got their own thing. Changes the songs too. The songs would change from bass player to bass player. And,
yeah, because it's different like feeling.
Yeah. And then with the other drummer, it's crazy. I feel like we just got those songs finished. But if they're gonna probably listen to this and just disagree with every single thing I say on here. That's another.
We'll
thing.
edit the
That's
video.
how the band works. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I was wondering who's gonna listen to this because I'm thinking of things to talk
They're like,
about.
no.
Right. No. Yeah, next week, what is it? Steven's
Yeah.
going to come on, just trash me.
Yeah.
I was
He's
thinking
our
about,
next guest, dude.
dude, things have happened to me that I wanted to come on here and talk about. And I'm like, I don't know who watches this or who's going to see this. Like, dude, okay, I'm going to say it. I'll say it. At the Bonzer Shack show, man, afterwards, just a kid mentioned to me that the sound man might be like his biological father.
Whoa.
And that like he didn't know if he knew, and I almost was like, is he telling me this because he wants me to set him up?
Yeah.
You know. And
What, you
I
know
saw him
the sound
again
guy
this
really
weekend. I know him a little bit.
Whoa.
I saw the kid again this weekend, and I'm looking at his face. I'm like, he looks like him, and stuff. You know. But just
You're like, wait a second, this
Yeah.
kid might be right.
Yeah.
things like that, and I'd be like, can I say that?
That's crazy.
They probably won't
I
hear
got an
it.
announcement to make, real quick.
Like,
A little
Yeah.
crazy.
Gosh.
so did you set it up or?
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted a Jerry Springer format. No, I haven't set it up yet, man. Yet.
Yeah. Damn, that's wild.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to do. Kinda.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's not every day that happens.
Yeah, what?
It's
Damn.
kind of wild.
So you went up to you specifically?
It was the way he worked into it was interesting too.
Yeah.
It could have maybe been anybody, right?
Yeah.
I think he knew that we knew that it was a sound man.
Yeah.
I'm interested to know what
Yeah.
did he come up to me specifically, right? Like,
Yeah. You gotta ask him that.
Sometimes stuff like that happens at the shows.
What
man,
if
just
he's
a
watching?
Is he the guy who's
like,
live?
"Don't
right
say
now?
it."
Steven, look at your phone.
Oh no!
Let me
Fix your
let me
phone.
fix that real quick.
We'll cover.
We're a new podcast. We don't have the special technology that these guys have. Nice tape that they got.
You probably have the best production on the beach, though, man.
We got the best podcast production on the beach.
On the beach. I don't know how many
Yeah.
podcasts are around.
I don't know.
I've
That's
only
good.
done like 26 or 7 other.
You know
ones.
who asked to sit in with us is I think his name's Gunner from 95.3
Whoa, really?
Yeah, he hit us up after because I guess he saw the first one, and he's like, "I want to sit in with you guys," and I was like, "All right, sweet." So we gotta get him in.
Did you schedule him?
Not yet.
Are you gonna? Or are you like?
We wanted to get a couple
Yeah, we're still
more in first, you
Yeah.
know.
Oh
So-
man, I'm trying to imagine who Gunner.
That'd be
is,
setting the
too.
bar pretty high right off the
Right.
bat, you
Yeah.
know.
But that's funny because Howard Stern is actually hitting me up right now.
Just watch the podcast, man.
That's what
Really good stuff.
So I'm gonna just bomb my way through the
Yeah.
podcast, but we're just gonna keep pushing.
So you mentioned before that you had another drummer in the band, and I've been a drummer in a band for a really long time. What is that like? Because that's just
Yeah.
kind of crazy to me. That's like a lot going on.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
got to
think
be a lot going on.
we didn't even set out to be like this is gonna be a 2-drummer band.
Yeah.
But this kid, dude, guy, he's older than me. We're all kids, right?
Yeah.
We're all still kids.
Yeah, always and
He's
forever.
just
It's like
got
Peter
her,
Pan,
Yeah, that's,
Neverland.
he's got the vibe, and he just was like able to fit in.
What's
Probably
his name again?
His name's Josh Martier. Marty.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't have had 2 drummers if
He's a
it,
killer drummer, right?
Mhm, he's just
Yeah.
that guy. He just fits right in. He makes the band fun as
How did
shit,
that happen
man.
though? Like,
So back in the day, there was a restaurant called Goombas that had shows,
Yeah.
and they were really fun shows. And they don't have bands anymore. But one night he was like, "Yeah, double drums. Like I'm gonna come play with you guys."
yeah,
And he's really intuitive, and
Yeah.
it was really fun. He did pretty good. I feel like back then the songs even had a lot of like stops and hits,
Mm-hmm.
but he would get them. And then I I don't know when it re-entered, but he has a really sick band called the Tills.
Yeah. I've heard of them.
Tills, man, one of my favorites. And so he's doing that stuff all along. He writes his own stuff.
so
Yeah.
now he's not with you guys.
But then, sometime in the past 2 or so years, he had started playing with us. And then I know that like when some of the good things would pop off, he's right there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, dude.
Which like I love it, man. I really love him in the band. and
I mean,
playing
I'm
with him,
sure,
dude.
like, as someone watching the show, they're just like, "What?
So
It's
yeah,
so
Yeah.
different."
I think I know a couple bands with double drums, right?
Yeah,
Allman
yeah.
Brothers, whatever. The Dead.
They do. Oh, yeah, that's right.
But
They had like a ridiculous amount of members.
With 36,
Yeah.
whatever. But I think a lot of people that haven't seen a lot of bands with that. So people
Yeah.
come up and they be like, "Oh my god," and I'll be like, you don't know.
Yeah.
There's people doing it way better. But then, dude, that Europe tour, we got locked. We got super
Dude, I
super
bet.
duper synced. Yeah,
That's
How
awesome.
sick was that tour? Was that like
it
ridiculous?
was ridiculous. I don't know what to say.
I kept seeing pictures of you guys, and I was like, "Oh man, that looks dope."
Yeah, dude. I don't even
Yeah.
know.
I mean, you guys played the what was it? The Academy? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. That was
Unreal.
stupid, dude. I know, man. Do you get everything I see on the internet? I'm like, cool, and
Yeah.
I hate this.
Yeah.
You have that, so I'm imagining people doing that to us.
That's what people
Cool,
were saying
and
about this
I
podcast.
hate these guys now. Is that the vibe of the
Yeah.
Vibe Squad
Yeah.
podcast? Cool, and I hate it.
Yeah.
But I would wonder if like people are feeling, some people are supporting you out there.
Yeah.
But
Mom, love you.
moms,
Love you, Mom.
shout out to my moms too. Every episode, right?
Yeah.
But man, like, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I bet.
Why did that happen? Right? What
Yeah.
happened? But I was watching videos and I was like, dude, this is cool. This band is cool, right?
Yeah.
You take a minute and step outside and you like see it, and
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
going like, okay, like
We're cool.
that's all right. Like
We're
it's
cool, man.
all right. Like, so
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that's the how.
Yeah.
Partly, those guys have super deep like North Carolina
We're Future Islands. Yeah.
ties and stuff.
Were they from like Charlotte or something?
They like went to school in Greenville and then they moved up to Baltimore.
Yeah.
So they got these like Eastern North Carolina ties.
Mm.
They take a lot of cool bands out with them, man. They're good to the younger boys.
Younger boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
man.
awesome.
Dude, that's crazy.
You go over there and like, I don't know, I thought they liked synthesizers. I'm stupid, dude. I don't get out much. And it's some old British guy be like, "Mate, what the fuck was
Yeah.
that, mate?" Like they love the guitar rock, man. People were really into it. So that was cool.
Yeah.
You know?
They were digging it.
Thought maybe like, is there gonna be a weird one? No weird ones. All the shows were great, man.
No
They
way.
dig it, yeah.
That's awesome.
And they would always be like the double drums, like
Yeah.
you said, like
Yeah.
people like that a lot, man. He's fun to watch. He wasn't there. You're gonna have to come back, man.
Yeah,
when he's
dude.
there and check out the show. Yeah,
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Dude, that's crazy.
yeah.
I'm
How
glad
long-
we
how-
checked you out. It was my buddy at
Yeah.
work that he was like, "Hey man, you got to come see Zach Mexico play when you guys were playing at the Bonzer Shack."
Oh, really?
And then we were just like, I
thought
mean, I
we were
guess
gonna
he's
sit
seen
at
you a bunch
home.
of times.
Yeah, I didn't think we were gonna go at all.
And then and then he said it again when you guys just played at the brew station.
Really?
And
Who's the mystery man?
his name's Corey. He's a server at the Black Pelican. I serve there as well. And
He says that you're his favorite
Corey.
band.
yeah, if not
Oh, no,
your
which-
favorite band, like one of your favorite,
Well, yeah,
one of his
one of
favorite
his
bands.
I
favorite
don't know
bands.
which Corey it is. Do you know his last name?
I can't remember his last name. He's got black hair. He's like 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", something like that. He's been serving there for the last 5 years. I mean, there's only like 3 or 4 guy servers there.
Right.
And I just started there like 4 months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you're on board for summertime.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a good gig, man.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
But yeah, it was crazy. I got home at like 11:30 or like 11:20 or something. And we had a long day. We got up at like 5 in the morning that day to go to the gym. And I was just like, dude, we gotta go see Zach Mexico. My buddy's bothering me about it again. Not really, but
The brewing station day?
I'm sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
the brew
Yeah.
station. So so we headed over there. We got there at like 11:30, 11:45, and we didn't leave until like 1:30.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you also get up at 5 that morning, TJ?
Yeah.
Yep, we both did.
You
We
guys
did
both
the-
got up at 5.
This
pumped.
this morning too.
Yeah, this morning we got up
Yeah.
at 5.
I like the Saturday one, especially because you got up early, went pumped all day, right? Get to the show.
We got up pumped, played a show, and then I
you
went
did-
to
oh,
work,
shit.
got off work. Well, I had a table asked me to DJ their wedding. That was
That's sick.
the highlight
Yeah.
of my night.
Big day.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
And then we went and saw you guys. TJ had a great night.
That's what I was going to say. And then I love how at the end of the day,
Yeah.
just gets jumped by a woman.
Yeah.
Love it. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
So yeah, I'm really glad that we got out there. I never ran into Corey. I asked
Yeah, you
him if
never
he was
saw him.
there, and he was like, "I'm here." And then I showed up. I'm like, "Where you at?" And he still hasn't texted me back. So I'm gonna
Dude,
have
we
to see
met
what's
these
going on with
we
that.
met these guys that live on our street. Tell them about that.
Oh my gosh! So there's these 2 guys that we met from Czechoslovakia, and I was wearing a different Oxygen hat, and we were outside, and this one guy's like, "Oxygen," and I was like, "Yeah, man," and he's like, we're talking, and then this other like huge dude comes over, and he's like bald, and he's ripped. We're talking for a while, and long story short, we find out that they live on the same street as us, just like a few houses down, and I was like, "So where you work out, man?" And he's like, "The Obik Sports Club." And I was like, "Dude, that's where I work out." So we work out at the same gym,
You hadn't seen him?
and we have never seen each other because he goes there around like
Dude,
2 o'clock.
He's
he said.
stacked, man.
Really?
So, but it was crazy. The other guy, he like he's a DJ, and makes drum and bass and dubstep
Yeah.
and stuff, and he's seen Zomboy and Skrillex.
Dude,
and
you guys should have him on the pod, man.
Yeah.
That'd be
You
like
should.
such
I
a
was
cool
thinking,
guest.
about it. So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, man, I make dubstep too, man. I was like, we were exchanging stuff, and it was crazy.
Dude,
Yeah.
that'd be I think that'd be like such a off the wall guest.
Yeah, right?
dude.
You know?
Well, we got this guy in here. We just met him a couple weeks ago.
And they're huge. They're both huge.
Well, the
Oh,
one
what-
dude's huge. The
one
other
dude-
kid's just
Yeah.
like average.
Average dude.
So like he's a homie in the gym that if you want to get
Yeah.
huge and you need a little
If you need a spot, you can definitely
Or a
trust or
yeah.
count on him.
illegal supplement even.
Yeah, right.
Dude, yeah. We've been hitting the gym hard.
Cool, man. Heck yeah, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitting it super hard.
Was it super expensive over there? I remember.
Well, my mom got us a membership
Cool,
for
cool.
Christmas.
2 months.
For 2 months.
It's almost up though.
Yeah. We
Uh-oh.
waited because we knew it was going to be crazy after New Year's, all those New Year's resolution people, going to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So we waited a little bit and then we went in. So
Was that your New Year's resi, or did you?
no, it was not. I didn't have one.
Yeah,
I didn't
right.
even think- I don't do
You know
that.
what's
I don't
you
do
know
that.
what's ridiculous?
We just make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, that's dude. I remember. I think it was not this one, but the last New Year's. I was like, New Year's resi. I'm gonna do a podcast.
No way.
No way.
Here you guys are with
Dude,
the
I hit
podcast.
you up,
No
man.
resi. Oh man, I'm just such a piece of shit, dude.
Irony, dude.
It's funny, man.
Dude, we're trying to get the people at the gym to let us film a skit there because we want to do like like a skit where Steven's like this like asshole at the gym, and he's like, "Are you on my bench?" And I'm just like, "What?" He's like, "You're on my bench right now."
We want to film something funny.
Yeah, or something like that. But we have to go in like before they open, and they open at 5:30. So.
Oh, you have to go off.
Well, I don't know if we have to, but we asked the girl that works like in the morning. She opens up, and I was like, "What are the chances that we could come in and film something? Like, what time do you get here?" And she's like, 5:15. I'm like, what are the chances we could like, be here right at 5:15? Maybe even get here a little early. You could too.
She was
like, yeah, no problem.
Seemed optimistic.
Cool. I was
about
like,
it, so we'll see.
I was like, dude, that'd be awesome. So,
Do you guys ever had somebody be like, nah?
Well, we haven't really.
Yeah, I mean, this is
people,
pretty new. The whole Vibe Squad thing's pretty new.
I want to film in all sorts of places. I wish I could like rent out a coffee shop or something to film.
I was watching that new Drake song, God's Plan. This guy made a Dog's Plan like parody.
Yeah.
And like right in the middle of the video, it kind of like the music stops and everything. And the guy's like, all right, so we just got kicked out of the pet store for filming. So I guess we're going over to the dog park. And then like the song starts again and Yeah. So I was like, man, he just walked up in that pet store and just started filming. And,
Yeah. In the video.
I feel like sometimes maybe that's the way you got to go.
What's that pet place on the beach? Is it PetSmart?
PetSmart?
Yeah.
Probably.
I walked in there the other day and it was so dead. So we could film a skit in there for sure.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
a Saturday
I feel like in
night.
life in general, as long as you're just straight up and nice with people, maybe
Yeah.
go in there for maybe one day a week for 2 weeks and buy something. Pretend you have a dog.
That's such a nice way to do it.
Pretend you have your mom's got 2 dogs.
Yeah.
We'll just go
We
there.
got dogs.
Yeah.
Hand them the card the first day. Have a nice chat. By the 3rd week, we're in there.
Dude.
They're gonna see this podcast and be like, "Those sons of bitches."
Yeah. We have a board of skits that we.
I was gonna say like I don't want to spoil them. You got it.
It's all right.
Is there another one that is in the works? Like
there's one that we've like an idea that we've had for a really long time about like me trying to buy a car. And I the car looks like it's in pristine condition, and I show up, and it's like a piece of shit. And Steven's like, "Yeah, it needs a full rebuild, but we're gonna call it about $10,000, or something like
just
that."
Just what it is.
Just like exaggerating so much.
Yeah. And so we don't have like a
either that or like
junkyard or something.
He brings the car in and it looks good, and he's like, "Yeah, man, like just regular oil change, whatever it needs," and then he leaves, and then when he comes back, we somehow make the car look like crap, maybe take the wheels off or something.
Right.
And then he's just like, "Dude, what the heck happened?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Well, it need a full rebuild.
Yeah.
It's gonna be about $5,000.
Johnson rod.
Yeah.
Something like that."
Yeah. That's just how it is.
There was
Just
another
how cars
one
are.
we were thinking of, because the Flannel Gang one kind of blew up, of maybe one of us having like what are those things called where like I can't stop wearing flannels, and then, like,
intervention.
an intervention. And like
like
we have his mom and my mom, like she just came out and visited, so maybe we could film it with like when my mom comes and visits again, and like we could have like some other people show up and like do this fake
Super
like
serious.
intervention.
I would
and,
love
like,
to
the way
make it
we
look
film
identical to the show.
Yeah,
Intervention,
yeah.
with like the AE or whatever.
Then it would hit hard
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
It would be pretty funny,
Like
right?
the
Yeah,
intense music and shit. Like you won't stop.
Like I'm wearing one in the shower, and
Yeah.
what are you doing? Just doing ridiculous stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I got one on underneath my Black Pelican T-shirt.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know.
Ridiculous sleeves
Yeah.
at work.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
We got some ideas. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a whole book of sketches, man, and the only one I can think of right now is not probably wouldn't make any sense to you guys. Our buddy's a firefighter though,
Yeah.
and we always thought it'd be so funny to get him just dressed in his firefighter gear and have that like
Oh yeah.
and some fog because we have a storage unit
Yeah.
where we practice. We could film it, right? Fill it with the fog machine.
The ladies would love that.
And then words start going on the screen. Fireman, and then it's just
The
progressively
little Wayne.
Yeah.
The fireman coming.
maybe like
Fireman.
romance, right?
Yeah.
And then just slowly like illiterate, and then
Yeah.
he's reading a book and he can't.
Oh my
just
God.
Progress it to. That's the
That's
only
a-
one I can remember.
Dude,
off
that's
the
a
top.
good
That's
idea.
a good idea.
Dude, I'm gonna bring the book
Illiterate.
over next
Yeah.
next pod.
All
Run
right.
through some sketches.
Yeah, man, for real. We need extras up in here.
Yeah, I was feeling the videos, man.
I feel like a lot of the skits that we come up with, like some of them are like inside jokes.
I know.
So people wouldn't get them,
right?
But we can make them for ourselves and laugh at them.
Mm-hmm. You probably start making them too, and then realize that and what you need to do. I feel like all the ones I came up with were that. You know what I mean? No one's gonna get it, but
I'm working on this one video now. We were in the parade, the St. Patty's Day parade.
Oh,
were you there?
I wasn't at the parade. What was y'all's?
So like my name.
We were asked last minute.
Yeah.
Literally like 2 days
like
before.
Keith. You know Keith.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he asked me. He's like, "Man, I'm in the parade. You want to come along?" And I was like, "Hell yeah." I guess he's in the 4x like North Carolina, Eastern North Carolina,
North Carolina
4x4 or whatever.
Association.
Because he's got his like lifted
Wagoneer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So, but I didn't know we were gonna be with like a bunch of other like lifted vehicles or whatever. So I show up and
there's like a truck with like 46-inch tires, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm putting 56s on it soon," and like, there's all these lifted Jeeps.
But the night before we made candy with like Vibe Squad cards in them and stuff.
We made 300 baggies. We had like 2 or 3 pieces of candy and a Vibe Squad card in each baggie.
Nice, dude.
It was awesome.
And Steven was like, "What if I DJ on top of your car?" Because I had the top off my Jeep, but we left the Freedom panel, so like these 2 panels that sit over the driver and the passenger side.
So just the back part comes off.
And the doors. I had the doors off. Yeah.
Off the Liberty?
Yeah.
No, off the Wrangler.
Oh, Keith's truck.
No, his
my Jeep.
Wrangler.
My Jeep.
You have a are you talking about the gold one?
No, it's sitting right out there.
This is your new whip, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, because wasn't your old car a gold
It was
Wrangler?
like, it was like bronze or whatever.
Liberty.
It was a Liberty.
It was a Liberty, yeah, that's right.
But you can't take anything off of that.
Right. Dude.
But it was dope. So I had my laptop like above TJ's head basically because the Freedom panels were still on there, and then I'm standing where like the other roof was gone, and I had this stand with the microphone and everything, and I got a little Tractor S2 board, and I was mixing that God's Plan song with SpongeBob and Little Einstein.
It's like a
and some,
SpongeBob
bass house tracks, and we had it plugged into his Jeep, and it was like slamming. He's got a sub in the back.
Dude, people were
awesome.
loving it. They were like dancing.
Chicks chasing.
I was yelling out. I was like, make some noise, and people are like, oh, we're making a recap video right now.
There was a lot of people at that parade, man.
Yeah.
It's like,
didn't rain?
Shit. Did not.
No, it didn't rain.
Usually
the
rains,
sun was
right?
out.
It always rains, yeah.
I mean, it was a little chilly, but I mean, the sun was out. It was awesome.
Perfect.
Y'all like started a revolution. Next year, the parade's just gonna be like absolutely bumping, maybe.
Yeah, dude.
Next year for sure.
I want to get
if we're
subs,
in it.
so it's just like,
Next year for sure, if we're in it, I want to. I was already talking to Keith about it, and he was like, "It'll work too. We're gonna hook up my sound system.
On board.
He was.
We're gonna get a little.
So
we're gonna get a little trailer, and we're gonna hook up my sound system to a generator." And I'm gonna legit DJ this thing.
Yeah, I'm coming out.
Keith was loving it. He was like, "Man," he's like, "You guys are killing it back there."
Yo, he's so hilarious.
Yeah, I know. He's the guy that I don't know if you remember. He told me he gave me your number. He's like, "They're looking for a bass player. Call this guy." Yep. Yeah, and I called you. I remember calling you, and you're like, "Oh," you're like, "I don't remember what you said." You were like,
I feel like I was like, I don't know if we are like looking for a bass player. That was so funny.
And I was like, "Oh, all right, well, no worries."
See you, dude. Bye. Yeah. You want to be on the podcast in 2 years? That's so funny, dude. Sometimes he would hook us up with like stickers, right? Because he's got the printing company. Toss him like a shirt. Yeah. He's kind of helped the band out, man.
Yeah, he's always giving me shit.
Yeah. Oh, so he's just that guy.
He gave me a pair of Blackhawk like training pants the other day.
They're
just
dope.
like
they're dope.
Random awesome stuff and like Jeep stuff. And
TJ, come on over. I got a Ninja blender. I want to give to you. I want you guys to be pumping when you get in the gym.
He's crazy, dude.
That's cool, man. I like meeting people like that. I feel like through the band we'll meet these guys who sometimes I'm like, I think they like the band and they'll be doing nice things. Sounds like Keith's just a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I was
great.
just over there. I like bought a sticker from the 4x4 association guy. He's got all these stickers. I want to put one on my car, and I wasn't even thinking, and I got a black one, and I have a black Tahoe with tinted
cool.
windows, so it's not gonna like
It's
show,
kinda cool,
you know.
though. Yeah.
So I called Keith. I'm like, hey, you got the guy's number? And he's like, I got a white one. Just come over and I'll trade you. So I traded him the sticker, and then he was like showing me. He's got a couple surfboards, and I was like, man,
I'm cooking dinner. I got extra steak if you want to hang out.
yeah. So
Did he have a sweet house?
yeah, it was really nice.
Was he-
It was really really nice.
Right down there.
It's like
A
yeah,
couple
it's
down.
Literally,
right
it's
around
literally
the
right behind us, actually.
Oh, okay. I thought I pulled in I passed your house and I turned around in a driveway that I thought was his. Because you have
You
a new
did?
car.
Yeah.
I was looking for that Liberty.
Dude, I want to see if I can like look at the live on my laptop.
Are we still?
He's got a pinball machine too,
Oh my goodness.
and I mean, pinball.
do you know what kind? Is like a Simpsons or?
Man,
you
I like walked by it.
Yeah, yeah,
real
yeah.
quick. I don't even remember.
Oh, there
Yeah.
it is. Your camera's super crooked.
Oh, this
Steven.
is cool. So
Super crooked camera.
yeah. So go ahead and play that. So
Let's see what happens.
The tape
Wonder if
job.
people are commenting
oh,
like, turn this off.
I had a quick question. So, because like, I mean, everybody's got to know, and you don't have to tell us if you don't want to. But how did Zach Mexico become the name?
oh, the name story. We had this buddy who, the crazy dude, lost his virginity to a stripper when we were a little younger, back in high school. And remember, Michael Vick was getting prostitutes under the name Ron Mexico. This was before the dogfighting. Everyone forgot about that because of the dogfighting thing, but that was another thing.
Yeah.
And so
I
we would
remember that.
call our buddy Ron Mexico after that. Right?
Yeah.
Just a joke. And we're coming up with a band name and talking to some friends. Like, what should we call it? The one buddy whose name is Zach, our buddy, he lives in Portland. He's not in the band. He was like
because I always thought what's the lead singer's name?
John.
I thought his name
Everyone
was Zach.
thinks John is Zach,
Yeah.
either Mexico or
he
something.
looks like a Zach.
He might actually. I can see that a little bit. And so this kid named Zach goes, you guys should name it Ron Mexico, right? And then John was like, we should name it Zach Mexico. And then it stuck immediately.
flows
And
off
I
the tongue.
didn't like it, dude. And
No,
now,
you didn't.
now I do.
Yeah.
But at first I was like, but what was my suggestion, right? Like
Yeah.
the worst thing ever, probably. You guys do. We should be box car kids. or
Naming a
whatever.
band is so hard.
So
I know,
tough.
dude. I bet it was hard to name the pod.
Well,
Or
we
did
just
you
named it Vibe Squad Podcast.
I mean, because that's what we're
Vibe
doing.
Squad
We
production.
we are the
But
Vibe
I've been
Squad.
thinking of different names. I don't know. Because there's people like that got sweet ass names, and I'm like, I don't know.
It's hard. It's
Yeah.
I mean, what do some other people call theirs? Like
Joe Rogan's is the Joe Rogan Experience.
love that.
The H3H3, you know them?
Yeah.
Theirs is just called H3H3 Podcast.
Yeah, I never heard that
Um,
one, but I heard
There's
it's
one
really
called
good.
like The Basement Yard. It's Joe Santagato or whatever. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but so.
What's that big? Is that the big like Italian guy? What-
Yeah, he's a comedian.
Yeah,
guy.
that guy's
Yeah.
hilarious, man.
He's got a funny podcast.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
But I don't know. We'll stick with the Vibe Squad podcast.
Yeah, you guys got a good name,
Yeah.
man. It's like
Vibe Squad was such an easy thing to name.
Yeah.
Like once we came up with like Vibe, we made a song called Vibe Squad.
That's what I found that last
Yeah.
night too.
And then we were
Oh,
originally
would you listen to it on SoundCloud?
No, isn't it on YouTube? Or
I
did
don't
you
know.
guys play a
don't
snippet
know.
in the first episode?
Oh
or
yeah,
something?
we've
Oh,
used it
yeah,
like
yeah.
at the end of a video.
Yeah,
Vibe,
yeah.
Vibe the song.
Somehow
Yeah.
I found the track on either
It's a-
YouTube through the podcast or something.
It's a sweet track.
Yeah, dude. Because
Yeah.
that's another thing. So you'd be doing metal stuff, but then a little bit of the hip hop,
Yeah,
hip hop.
we
as
do it
well.
all.
Yeah, yeah.
And the dub.
Yeah, Steven's like a dubstep DJ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you gig around here?
Not yet. I mean, I just moved out here 4 months ago, and I've been producing for the last like almost 5 years, I guess. Well,
Okay.
maybe 3 to 4 years.
I was gonna ask you about the move, man, because I saw that you guys were the hosts, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
you moved a year and a half ago, or it was even longer than that.
Yeah. It was
been a
like
while now.
2000. Well, it's been 3 years or so. So
And then
2015-ish.
I know your story. What
Yeah.
what brought you out here?
Oh, basically,
TJ.
yeah, mainly
Yeah.
TJ. I mean, I've known the kid since first grade, and
Yeah.
our connection is so strong. And
Yeah, man.
I mean, my plan before I moved out here wasn't like, and it still really isn't just to stay out here. I mean, what we got going on is awesome.
That's the thing.
And I mean, it's really nice. I got a nice job and I got a lot of free time. I'm able to play in the band and do all this stuff. But eventually, I think we both want to like move back to like a bigger city.
I hear you,
and
man.
Chicago's like kind of where we grew up and everything. We have a ton of connections out there. So
Yeah, where are you outside of Chicago? Where?
It's,
Naperville is like the most like
southwest suburbs. Is that correct? Southish suburbs.
Is it or is it the northwest?
I don't know. But yeah,
we should know.
We should know this. This is where we grew up.
We don't know directions.
We don't. But yeah, so it's like 40 minutes outside the city.
I think it's northwest suburbs.
Yeah.
Okay. The guitar player in my band, like, we kind of came up playing music together, and I had a similar thing, man, where he moved and I kind of just followed him because I was like, I feel like I should kind of be playing, and I kind of feel like I should be playing with him at least.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the other guys, and the path comes clear. That's funny because actually on the first episode, you said that you did trumpet in band, but you wanted to be percussion. Same thing with me, dude. We got a couple of things.
You played trumpet?
I did trumpet for band,
yeah?
and the whole time I'm like, why did I do this? Dude, I should have been snare drum. You know, the whole time.
That's what I want.
I think a lot of kids want to do snare drum, and then they don't.
That's what happened. My school,
You're being put on
everybody
trumpet.
wanted to be a percussionist.
Yeah.
And we had a trumpet in the family.
Oh,
So my uncle played, and my dad's best friend was like second chair trumpet in Illinois when he was like in high school.
Cool.
So my dad was like with that going on in his head, and then the fact that we already had a trumpet and my uncle played, it was kind of like, you should just play trumpet. And like I could play like anything. My band director was like, well, try the saxophone, try the flute, try this, try that. And I was like,
were you first chair?
You know, eventually, yeah.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
dude.
I was in the marching band and everything.
Yeah,
I got a little pocket trumpet I brought out here. It's like this.
Oh, really?
It's like
Yeah.
this big.
It's tiny.
It sounds exactly the same.
I didn't know they do that. I remember when I saw like shorter scale guitars being like, huh? How do they make it sound the same but be little?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the trumpet's like long and skinny, and this one's like fat and short. So it's got the same amount of like length tubing. It's just wound up.
Got you.
It's crazy.
Oh, interesting, dude. Yeah, man. I actually played trumpet because I saw you're in elementary school and they walk you to the middle school to go. You watch the band in case you're thinking about joining band, and I remember you circle your instrument on this paper. I saw this kid play trumpet, and he did the Dizzy Gillespie. The cheeks came out, and I go, I'm gonna play trumpet, and I'm gonna pop my cheeks just like him.
And that's not what you're really supposed to do.
Not supposed to do it. Couldn't do it. Can't do it. Thought it looked cool.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted to play percussion.
That's funny.
Yeah, I got suckered.
We were just at the gym like yesterday, I think, and we saw a trumpet player that plays with Soul One. And I don't know how many times he's played with them, but it was pretty funny. I'm like doing some workout, and TJ's like, oh, hey, by the way, this guy that's literally sitting right next to you is the trumpet player that plays with us sometimes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cats.
I think his name's John.
John or Jake or something like that.
Is
Something
he
with a J.
Is he an older guy?
He's an older guy, yeah. Glasses, shaved head.
Swole.
Oh, really?
Super
Okay.
swole. He's a cool guy.
I don't think I know him. There's a lot of older like players around here who I'll get to meet, but I really don't know a lot of them. There's a lot of people who play music around here. Man. I didn't realize that coming up.
Dude,
like,
that gig that you and me played was pretty wild.
at that big house.
Do you remember that? Like,
Where was that?
Maybe near
Philadelphia
Asheville
Hills.
on the beach road, near Asheville Street.
Yeah,
somewhere?
yeah. It was for Saga Construction Company. You
Mm,
remember
That's right.
the son of the company?
Yes.
Total asshole.
Wasn't he middle fingering us?
Yeah.
On stage? Dude, I've been.
Why?
How many times have you guys been middle fingered on stage? How good does
Dude,
that feel?
I mean, when I'm a dubstep DJ and I'm playing shows in
Yeah.
Chicago and stuff, that's like kind of the thing.
oh,
It's a weird thing,
Yeah,
but it's
they're-
like, yeah, like fuck you, you know, and they're all flicking me
But
off
they really
too, and I'm
love
like,
it.
yeah, and you love it, and it's like,
So-
but it's like a cool thing. It's like I love you,
Yeah.
but fuck
I
you.
think he was doing that, dude. I think he was drunk, but I think he was doing like a I love you / play something crazy for me. I want you
Yeah.
to like kick it up.
Well, I heard him say, he's like, I think you guys are dialing it back. And
Yeah, I think.
and then he
I think I
gave
heard
the
him
finger.
say
So he might have like had some strong
One of those like I'm joking, but like I really mean it.
They
like,
they were doing coke and stuff. I think.
Oh, that was a crazy party. I mean, the house was huge. I didn't even
sure
think.
I saw some stuff going down.
I mean, it's always behind my back. Is somewhere.
That was a crazy house, though.
It was a crazy house. Oh, you just made me think of something when you brought that gig up, and then it's gone. That's what you want to do on a podcast too. You want to go, hey, everybody stop. Yeah. No, I forgot.
Something popped into my head too when you said behind my back. We played that show in Western. I think it was actually called the Day Old Basement, not the Dirty Old Basement. Anyways,
damn.
It was we like get your facts straight.
Yeah, sorry.
No, but so I quit smoking weed and for like a month or something, and right before we went on, like I smoked some weed, and I got so high, right? I was just like, oh my God. And so we start loading our stuff into this room, and then they're like, okay, yeah, it's not this room though, it's this other room. So we like start walking into this other room, and it's this room just a little bit bigger than not even that much bigger than this room that we're sitting in right here.
There's one red light bulb
just hanging from the middle, right? And I'm got my drum set up on this tiny little like 4x4 stage. Like my floor tom's like kind of hanging off. I'm like super cramped in there. I could only see my set list with like my phone light, you know. Yeah. There was a staircase behind me. And so in the middle of us playing and stuff, and the band's all cramped in there, and the whole room is sardine packed with like 50 people. And they're like getting pushed into the microphones, are like falling down and everything. It was an awesome show.
Fuck yeah,
but
dude.
There's people like 20 of them on the staircase behind me, and they're all like putting their hands on me, and I'm like drumming, and I'm just like, I can't see, and it's just black, and besides like the occasional phone light, you know, and then I'll see a face like right here.
That
and I'm
sounds
just
like a special one.
Oh
man.
my God.
I just remember thinking, I was like, if there's a fire, we're gonna die so hard.
For real.
You know, like
in
it
the
was
midst
like,
of all the specialness, you're like, we're all dead.
It was crazy.
Pick up the bass.
I remember my thing now, dude. Talking about the middle finger thing. We went to Mexico. This guy's introducing us on stage, and he goes, "This is a band," and he's like, "No mames." And they're okay. So no mames. No mames is like, I think it's like a "don't fuck with me, don't pull my leg," like, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And then they all start going. He goes, "Punto," and then they all go, "Punto," which I think means like asshole or something.
Yeah.
It's like
swear word in Spanish.
And so like I'm asking him about that. It seems endearing, and then after the show, he's like, "No, it's a thing. It's a thing where like, you know, it's like, you fuckers," and it's like, "Yeah, you fucker," and so it's like a similar thing where it's like, we
love you, but
fuck you a little bit, but not. But like, yes, that happens, man. I don't know what that is,
dude. That was a crazy gig.
Yeah.
So you went to Mexico and played a couple shows?
Yeah, we did a couple shows in Mexico. They were
How was that?
They I think they thought like we were famous or something. They'd be like, yeah, like this is crazy.
Yeah,
there's like there's on YouTube.
You change your name everywhere you go.
That
Zach Europe when you're in Europe.
Oh my God.
Zach China.
I think that's why they liked us. We had Mexico in the name.
Yeah.
That probably sucked them in. There's like our buddy came with us and he shot some footage of it, and it's on YouTube. And there's the show where they were doing the Punto thing. I remember like I had some CDs. Like, they seemed into them. I'm like, I'll toss some CDs. This is great. I'm going to toss CDs in the crowd. Feel like a badass, right? And they're like grabbing at them and fighting. I'm like, this is fucking crazy.
Was there a lot of people?
And then they'll sign them. We're signing shit. I'm like, hey. I think that's always funny when somebody wants you to sign something. No idea who you are.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what they want to do with it. But
you never know.
You're right. You never
know when Zach Mexico is going to be on a billboard opening up for
Carlos Santana.
Yeah.
Why did that one pop in?
Where in Mexico were you?
We went to Mexico City, and then we went to this other place called Querétaro. It's like 2 hours away, maybe.
Was it sketchy at all? Did you see?
We were like with guys, so it wasn't that sketchy. I felt pretty safe the whole time, honestly.
Yeah.
But I know that they say all our moms were like, "Yeah, you're not going."
Yeah.
Like, sending us.
Well, there's not.
Fox
News
News
it's not like all of
and,
Mexico. It's like
Yeah, it was
cartels and shit.
I guess it could get crazy.
So on that tour, were you guys like? How was your setup? Did you have like a van and a trailer?
So the Mexico thing, you fly in with. I just brought cymbals kind of the same thing with Europe. Drums usually just bring cymbals, I guess, when you fly, and they bring the pedal cases, right?
Yeah.
They all have like airline cases, guitars, and then for Europe, you rent the kits and the amps and the van and stuff. Down in Mexico, dude, it was like
So real quick,
not
so
that
in
organized.
in Europe, you go to a music store and you rent a drum set.
Dude, so they asked us, like, you want to come play with us in Europe? We're like, yeah. And then they're kind of like, here's a company or two, you know, here are the dates.
Yeah.
And you're like, like, and they company kind of like didn't have what we wanted and stuff. It was like really expensive and or booked up. And then like time starts going by and we're like, yo, like, what are we? And I just like hit Google so hard one night.
Yeah.
And I'm just hitting up all these people. This guy, Roland from Hamburg, Germany, man, hits me back. And he's like, has these mini buses. He had kind of just what we needed. And he had a...
So you're talking about like all your instruments?
So he also had like a gear company he works with. So we were able to get gear and the van kind of all under one blanket.
Yeah.
That's
and,
crazy. I've never even
I know,
heard
dude,
of that or
dude,
thought about that.
It would seem like... I don't really think I understood even how it would work. And then I kind of just threw it all.
Yeah.
But now you're like, ah, shit, man, this whole world is just like...
It's
You know, everybody's doing it themselves, right? I mean, you can figure it out. Like YouTube, working on the car, and learn how to work on my car, right?
Yeah. Dude, you could do anything now.
It kind of happened that way, where you're like, well, we're gonna need amps, right? And we're gonna need money. We had to find money. That was rough, but it all worked out, man. In the strangest.
Did you get a good kit? Did they give you a good kit?
I had a good kit, dude, and I actually. So your kit downstairs is a Pearl kit?
Yeah, Pearl Export.
Exports, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Do you know what kind of wood they're made out of?
The finest.
Yeah, only the finest. I mean, that's a given.
The finest of woods.
I'm not sure, honestly.
I don't know a lot about the woods.
I know like the very outside is like a plastic lining, you know, and then there's like the wood on the inside.
I guess for guitar, you're not going to hear it as much.
Mahogany.
Yeah.
My buddy had a kit that I loved, and I know they were mahogany, old Slingerland drum kit.
I was just totally guessing.
That's a good, nice wood. On this tour, we played Tamo drum kits, and it was like Superstar and the Star Classic. Those are the two kits, right?
Yeah.
And they were birch drums, and they're hardwood, and they're like bright. Dude, they sounded good. I liked these drums.
Yeah.
There's some coated heads on them.
You're like, oh, I miss you.
Yeah, I really was, dude. I got really used to these drums.
To them, yeah.
Did you bring any of your own equipment?
Cymbals, right?
Just
pedals?
the cymbals. And then I...
Like, did your guitar player bring pedals and stuff like that?
Yeah, they brought pedals, all their pedals in their pedal cases.
And their guitars, right?
And the guitars. And I snuck some sticks in like a luggage, the merch. We brought the merch too, dude, which was like really rough. 2 huge suitcases of like shirts and CDs and records. I carried records. Dude, it was so expensive getting the merch.
Yeah.
And like we mailed records because...
Did you come in my work and see if you can mail something?
Right. That was that day,
yeah,
dude.
I told you it was like...
To Lithuania, right?
Yeah,
Remember?
Yeah.
And I ended up mailing them through, I think, the UPS or the Kitty Hawk post office, like a day or two after that. And dude, one of the boxes got lost. One of the boxes got there the day we got there. And then another kid flew in a couple shows late, and he brought a box and saved us. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah,
like
I bet.
we almost missed those goddamn records.
I bet
like,
you were stressing.
I was stressing, dude. And then the one got sent home for free, which was nice because it got lost.
Yeah.
I don't know how I mean, you probably know exactly how.
Speaking of that
happened.
UPS store, that place just closed. So we're like the only place that ships, and
the UPS store closed.
Yeah, we've been so busy. It's crazy
busy. I work there too sometimes.
Oh, you do?
Helping out. Yeah,
it's
I
like
was working there
nonstop, just people coming in. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
That place has been there for a long time, right?
The UPS store?
Because did your sister get it? No, your spot.
Oh yeah, she bought it from this dude. His name was Charlie, I think.
Charlie,
and,
I know who that is, man. Yeah,
and that was like 8 or 9 years ago. So
yeah, he had the place for a good while, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I was a little kid. That place was around, man.
Yeah, they did. It was called OBX Transit. They did like transportation and stuff to the airport and back.
There's some of that around here still.
I think so.
There's
Yeah,
some bus or a
They'll
van
take
that'll
you
drive you around. Like
that's a drive, man, to the airport.
yeah.
It's like goddamn.
So what? That UPS store that closed down, they only shipped UPS.
Yeah, well, they were a UPS owned
owned, yeah.
store. So
but-
we're a privately owned business.
So you guys do it all.
yeah, we
Like
do it.
FedEx, UPS.
That's so crazy to me. I wonder how he
Yeah. Like
a couple
started
others.
that. Like that's such a strange.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's been busy. It's crazy.
Dude, it's strange to me in the way where it's you might be going, how would you get to Europe and do the whole, and he's going, I just started the business. You know, I just like you said, you're like, dude, we just do it.
We just did
Dude,
it.
we just do it.
Like that's
Yeah.
what it is, man.
Yeah.
So I spend a lot of time just going, should I do it? What do I
Yeah.
do? How do I do it? I'm like, that's Mr. Me, dude.
Second guessing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thinking about stuff.
Yeah, man.
Man, I love eBay and Amazon. Because, like, all the time,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know if I should spend my money on this thing, but, like,
Mhm.
I could totally use it all the time, or it could be cheesy. Screw it. I'm going to get it, and if I don't like it, return it.
Have you had
You know.
a good where you got on eBay and you're like, this thing is sick. It's in good shape. I got a good price.
Yeah. So
That's
this
nice.
guy right here, this XR18, baby.
I had a feeling that might
Yeah.
be one of those
It's-
things.
I mean, it came in like a bag that was sealed.
It's pretty much
So
brand
it's
new.
brand spanking new, and I
Oh,
got it
okay.
for like way cheaper than I would have if I were to buy it brand new. And I'm
Mhm.
sorry, Sweetwater, I love you so much, but I just am not.
Who's
well,
the
like, I don't have
guy?
enough
Who's the
money.
rep? Nick. Is that his
Nick.
name? He's probably watching. He's like, "God
So yeah, I
Isn't
also
that a Chicago company?
damn it." Indiana, I think is
Or
their
in-
headquarters.
Indiana.
Yeah.
they're amazing, and their tech support.
mhm.
Have you ever called
we
or
have-
talked to them?
We have one buddy who moved from here and he works there, so we just go through him.
Oh no way.
Yeah, so he helps. That
Dude,
helps.
hook up.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
like I would always. I mean, I still use them sometimes. Like we bought like a really nice auto tune plugin from them recently. But I bought a this 3-zone electronic roll-in ride cymbal, but I bought it off eBay and I got a really great deal because it was used, but it's like it works just as good as a brand new one. But like I was having a really hard time trying to figure out how to set it all up, and it's kind of a long story. But I called Sweetwater and I was just like, hey, like, can you guys help me out with like the tech support and everything? And they were like, well, when did you purchase this item through us? And I was just like, well, I didn't. I bought it off eBay, and they were just like, well, in the nicest
down?
way possible. They just shut me down.
Right.
And I was like, damn it, like I bought
can't
so
not
much
help
stuff from you guys,
Yeah, it's
and I
frustrating.
haven't asked.
I know.
And then I buy something from somewhere else, and I got a question about
Are you
Yeah.
it.
talking about the cymbals that have holes all in
No,
them?
no. So
Those
I
things
have
are
an
cool.
electronic drum set downstairs.
Yeah.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, and
you gotta try it out.
it's pretty
Okay,
awesome.
yeah.
And
Is
there's
the-
like the snare drum, you can hit like the inside, and like you can hit it harder and it'll get louder, and then you
Mhm.
can like rim shot it. And like the cymbals, you can hit it and like grab it and it'll stop.
Mhm.
There's a special ride cymbal called the 3-zone ride. There's another name to it too, but you can hit like the edge of it like that, it'll crash. You can set it to whatever noise, or you can hit it like that and it'll do like the ting ting ting, or you can hit the bell too. So
Cool,
it's got
cool.
the 3
The ding,
zones.
ding, ding,
Cool.
ding.
It's amazing. I love that thing.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. My buddy has an electronic kit that just yours. It might be the same rolling kit, honestly. Has some really weird.
Gonna call.
Oh,
What do you
looks
do?
like it looks like Morgan is what it looked like.
Yep.
Shout out Morgan.
Shout out to Morgan. He has some really weird sounds in the little like head unit box thing, whatever that
Oh
thing's
yeah,
called.
man.
Does
There's
yours have some-
I don't even know. There's like 30 to 50 preset.
Whoa, dude.
I don't know. It's
Cool,
glitching
man.
out.
See that?
But yeah, there's like about 30 to 50 preset drum
That's weird.
sets. And the
Oh, cool.
coolest thing about that thing is I can literally assign anything imaginable to any of the drums or parts of the drums.
Cool.
Like
Does it
I
take
could,
a SD?
yeah, you can
Okay.
plug in that and everything. But like I could record myself talking and record like a bunch of like, hey, what's up? And like literally play a song where it's like, hey, what's up? You
What's
know?
going on?
Pizza on a
yeah.
Friday night.
Yeah, like I could literally do
Yeah.
that.
That's cool.
It's crazy.
Dude, I just got a glimpse of me in the live stream, and I look so stupid. I was like,
Oh, there it is, dude. That was weird, man. It was like glitching out.
"Cool, we back."
Dude, you're gonna look so good on that camera, man. That
Yeah, the
camera's
camera,
super HD.
Yeah.
and-
it does look nice.
It makes you
Yeah.
look beautiful.
I was going to tell you that too, because you mentioned which camera it was.
Yeah.
Sony A
6500.
6500.
Dude. Surprised you remember that.
And I was watching the video. I was going, "That looks crystally
Yeah.
clear." I'm
Shout
gonna
out
sweat.
Sony.
I'm gonna sweat. They're gonna. Everyone sees it.
Dude, it shoots 4K.
Oh, really?
But I don't. I don't really shoot in 4K anymore because like when you're editing in 4K, it's a huge file.
You need like a super computer.
Yeah, you need like a
Yep.
supercomputer.
Yeah.
So I just do 1080p. It still looks great.
Yeah, it does. It looked good. That first episode looked real crispy.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
the colors are super vibrant.
How's your computer holding up with all the editing and all the?
Good. Well, I use my desktop downstairs to edit.
Yeah.
I used to edit on this, and then it was like super laggy.
Too much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to have like like Ableton and everything on here too. But I had an illegally downloaded version on here, and then I updated my computer, and then it was like it stopped working.
I had the same thing happen
Yeah.
back in the day.
I had to buy it.
I think anyone who's
You bought
had Ableton.
Yeah, we had to buy
it's not
it,
through.
yeah.
I know, right? The illegal.
Yeah.
We've all cracked it. Drag the thing from the
Yeah.
folder. Do the
Done that and
Yeah.
then had like the auto update like turned on
Yeah.
or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you're locked out and you're like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you bought it, man. That's probably gonna be.
Yeah, I
worth
bought it too.
man. Yeah, you
Dude,
gotta
it comes
just-
with all these plugins for free. All this
Yeah.
like sick stuff.
Did you use that? My buddy just bought it, and he was showing me this drum plugin that
Mhm.
it sounds good, dude. The,
Yeah.
the electronic fake drums
what
because
was
it's
it
real
called?
samples.
What was it called? Was it like
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
was it Contact or?
I don't know if he's even mentioned the name.
Mhm.
I could text him and find out, but it sounded good, dude. They like that
Yeah.
was the first
They sound real.
Ableton drums where I went, okay,
Yeah.
you can get the feels to be or the fills to be feely.
Yeah.
You can get the feels to be feely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah. They just came out with an update. A new
Ableton 10.
yeah,
Woo.
Ableton 10. It's like 200 something bucks if you
Really?
already have it Ableton though.
Yeah, like a different version you can upgrade to it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have Ableton, it's like ridiculous.
Is that what you
Expensive
guys
stuff.
use
$100.
to record?
Well, when we're doing like little stuff,
Yeah.
we just put out this one album that we made with Ableton, but the like kind of past two records, I think the guy who recorded us used Pro Tools.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure. And we're gonna make another one soon, and I don't know what that guy uses.
Where is it, in a studio or?
He's gonna come here, actually.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Well, this is what the plan is. The sound man from Future Islands, right? So he records. We're trying to get him to come down
Yeah.
and record us. So we'll see if like Ableton's sick, man. When I had my
It
computer
is.
and I was using Ableton, I was like, this is what I would stick with.
Yeah.
But the new Reason is sick. Have you guys seen my buddy? has
Never.
We never
worked
use
with
that.
Reason.
We went from
Logic.
GarageBand to Logic. And
Did you like Logic?
Yeah.
I loved Logic.
Yeah.
I skipped right over GarageBand. I never used GarageBand, and then I used Logic, and I got really good at it. I was
Yeah.
making like a full track basically in like a couple hours,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got Ableton, and I was like, "This is Chinese to me." And
You
I
had to learn
like,
everything.
yeah, but now that I
He's
like
a
know
man
it,
on the Ableton.
it's
He's
Oh,
like
really?
I'll never
Cool,
go back
man.
to Logic.
Real-
Ableton
right?
is like a million times.
Did
better.
you buy Logic when you?
Yes, I think. I
Okay,
did.
so you had
What
access.
was it, like $200?
Yeah, it was a lot
200?
cheaper. It was like
Yeah,
$300
yeah.
or something, $350 maybe. don't
Dude, I
know.
remember making stuff on GarageBand way back in the day.
Good, dude. It was pretty good, right? GarageBand.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Me,
have had luck with that.
Our friends, we used to like way back in the day, man. We used to just like take a bunch of Adderall and like get on GarageBand and
Yeah.
just like geek out. And
yeah,
then-
yeah. Draw in your sequences. Boop,
yeah,
boop, 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 boop.
yeah. And then I'd show, and then I couldn't wait to show everybody. I was like,
Yeah.
check, I just made this.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, but Ableton's a shit.
Yeah, it is, man. So you guys just got off work at the spot. Were you working up at the?
No, we both
You
worked
worked with
together
me.
today.
You did
Yeah.
at the mail spot.
Yeah. OBX shipping.
And I was a little late because it was, like I said, it's been crazy. So
You gotta get back bright and early.
yeah,
Dude.
7:30.
I did this today. Wife's a teacher.
Yeah,
Always scared to go to the school though.
yeah.
Right? Because I just scared of
We
the
were gonna
school.
ask you where, like, if you have like a 9 to 5 or something.
No, dude. So I deliver wine like 2 days a week.
Yeah,
My wife's dad, I'll help him with glass work. We'll play gigs.
yeah,
Scratching. Surviving, baby.
yeah.
But I went
Surviving.
and played chess with the kids at chess club at school before the podcast today.
Oh no
A
way.
little bit of a different day than you guys.
What?
Yeah.
That's killer.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
That's
These
awesome.
kids are
dude.
pretty good.
So yeah, dude, you're a married dude now.
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna go home and do a little Game of Thrones and probably after this. You
Still,
guys-
I've never gotten into that yet.
I probably wouldn't have, dude. She's like, "You want to try Game of Thrones out?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." Now I'm
And now
sucked
you're
in. I
sucked
don't even
in.
think she wants to watch anymore.
That's what I'm scared of,
What
man. There's
season?
so much of
What
it.
season
I'm
are you in?
gonna lose my life.
4. I'm gonna start 4 when I get home.
Bro.
You have you seen it all?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
cool,
yeah.
man. All right.
We just finished Westworld. Did you watch that?
The first season, right? That new
Yeah.
one's not out yet.
Mm-mm.
I liked that first season of Westworld.
Yeah,
man.
it, like,
that was
blew her-
cool.
It was ridiculous.
Blew our mind.
Have you ever heard of
Yeah.
a show called Dark?
Yeah, is that good? You guys?
Yes, it's so. I mean, we loved it.
Was
Like,
it
Yeah.
a German one?
yeah. So when we first scrolled it or whatever, and we watched like a little
Yeah.
preview, I think TJ was like, "I don't know about this one," and I was like, "Dude, let's go hard on
Yeah.
it." Like
I
let's
thought
watch
about- I
this
thought
thing.
about going
Let's
hard on
Watch
it.
this thing, and
You got to watch it with the English.
so it's hilarious. It's
yeah.
all filmed in Germany.
You gotta get subtitles.
All the actors talk in German, so they're speaking German,
But
you hear English, and then you see the English
you
subtitles.
can turn it off and like so they
Yeah,
speak
you can
Oh,
turn
yeah.
off the
whatever,
subtitles if you want, but it's funny
You gotta do
because
it.
their mouths are moving all crazy,
Yeah.
and then you hear something, but you're reading
Like, what are you
the
doing?
words like backwards, you know?
That's kind of trippy, dude.
Yeah, so you're like, it's like, let's go over here, but you're hearing like, hey, you see that over there? Let's go there.
Yeah.
You know, and you're just like, what?
I heard it was Stranger Things-y but dark or something.
Yeah.
That was how somebody
Yeah,
explained it to me.
Yep.
That's
Basically.
sweet.
It's like about time
check
travel.
We
and
had
stuff.
this joke that we were joking about where I don't know if it was you and me. I'd be like, how do you say we are German? And we just kept like speaking in like German
Dude,
accents.
that's so funny.
You know, how do you say
How do you-
yeah,
How did you
German?
say- when we went over there, every country we'd be in, it'd be like, let's do that accent the whole time we're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, right.
And in Germany, it was a bunch of this. I don't
I
even
bet.
know if that's
Just
how
yelling.
they ever did it. But load-ins again now. You know, like that was like so fun to do.
Dude.
Just change personalities with the
Yeah.
countries.
Yeah.
Probably not the coolest thing to do.
Yeah.
Was it culture shock at all?
tourists?
A little bit, man.
Yeah,
But
I bet.
I'm such just like a live under a rock dude. Like
Yeah.
I'll be like, everybody's kind of the same.
Yeah.
But it was. It's different, man.
Was that your first time out in Europe?
Yeah. Have you guys ever gone over there?
Steven
I
has.
have
Where
twice.
where have you been?
Both times I flew into England, and then like the first time I just did like a little chill area out there.
Mhm.
My uncle lived out there for 3 years for his work, and so I just stayed out there for like a week or whatever. And then like a few months later, I flew out there with my mom, and we stayed at my uncle's place, and then we went on like a crazy European tour, or like our own tour kind of thing. We rented a car and we went through Wales, Austria. I don't remember the order, but Austria, Germany, Italy, Scotland, and yeah, it was amazing. We toured
Austria
a bunch
would be
of
cool, man.
castles, probably like 4 or 5 big castles.
That's
Yeah.
sweet.
And yeah, it was one of the coolest things ever. I was
Yeah.
probably 13 though, so it's like kind of fuzzy to remember because it was a long
Right,
time
right.
ago. But I can't wait to go back.
I feel you, man. We checked out Stonehenge in England.
Oh, whoa.
Wow.
I had the flu that day, dude.
Stonehenge.
Yeah, I like that's
ever seen
all
Spinal
we were doing.
Tap?
That's all we.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
just walking around Stonehenge, just making awful jokes. It was like really cool,
Dude,
man.
that's great.
I had the flu though the last like 3 days of the tour,
Oh.
and like I was at Stonehenge, just like it was like hurting so.
This is so
bad,
cool,
dude.
but I might
You
die.
know, that stuff. Yeah,
That's wild.
I imagine like Tokyo as being super duper culture shocky.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yeah.
crazy to go to like Japan.
Yeah, dude, for real.
I think the Future Islands guys hit Japan after they left us. They hit Australia and then one day in Japan.
Oh, really?
I would say to them, we'd be like, let's go to Japan. You know,
Yeah.
like,
Dude, I would love to go there, man.
yeah. I think that would be very like.
So when you
deep.
guys were out there, what was your like travel like? Did you have a big tour bus?
It was like a mini nightliner. So I could show you guys a picture after the pod, and it's like pretty small. It's a Mercedes Vario 800, I think, is the
Yeah.
vehicle. If you can picture those skinny kind of Mercedes vans, but
yeah, like they're kind of taller.
they're taller.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
one's
yeah.
kind of big for those, and it had 9 bunks, like 3, and 3.
Yeah,
And,
everybody calls those terrorist vans.
And we would drive at night. So you finish the show, and then your curfews, whatever, whenever they kick you out. And
Yeah.
then we would just follow their bus. The plan was like, I will follow their bus. Our vehicle had a limiter. So like they would just fly past us and we would just be going so slow.
What, like a speed
driving
limiter?
to the next gig. Yeah, we couldn't go over. I think it was like, gosh, I wanted to call it 90 kilometers an hour, but that's probably only like 40. I felt like we were going like 60 miles an hour ish was the top speed. So we
What?
could never hang.
That's
there.
crazy.
You're on the Autobahn.
Yeah.
What are you
Oh my
doing?
God, just people flying past us. And a lot of the other trucks had limiters. So you can't pass them unless a hill comes where like when you're both going up.
And one's lighter
So
than the
backing
other
off the
or
mic
something?
so hard. Yeah, and they're heavier, so it would just be the slow race.
You
where
got
you're-
a slingshot around them like a.
and you could totally feel like the slingshot is real.
That's
right?
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I never even knew that they like.
That cars did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? But some cars are just like full throttle, like.
Oh my God, going so. And I'm thinking they're flying. I would think maybe they're probably not going over 100 miles an hour, right? Because we're going
I mean,
so slow.
they could be at night
But
like
they
that
could be, dude.
with not that much traffic. You know,
Yeah.
I wonder if
Nice
there's
cars.
some like if like commercial vehicles or something have to have a limiter or something like that.
I feel like they do. I think he explained it to us when we got the
Just
van.
in a really thick accent. You're like,
That's
okay,
what it was. I didn't understand much.
Your
He-
vehicle has limiter.
the vehicle had like this. It was like wired
Good
up.
luck.
It was so like that, dude. The vehicle was wired up kind of specifically, and it had like a power inverter. And there was this system for like this digital number. If that goes below 24,
Yeah.
you can't start the bus. Don't let it go below 24. Always turn the power off. Like, and it would go below. It went below at a gas station once, and we couldn't start the bus. And I had to like text the guy, and he's like, "Push the red button," and it's like, he was like, stuff that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
But I didn't get it in the initial tutorial.
Wait, you can't let what go below something?
Yeah, the bus, dude, what they did to this bus was so cool, man.
Yeah.
And one thing was like, there was a power inverter. I don't know much about power, and there was this other big charger box behind one of the seats. And I just know that like there was a digital number over top of like
the dash.
the dash. And if it went below 24, that was like, you couldn't start the van.
Yeah.
So when you would turn the car off, the power would still be on unless you turned it off. And I think somebody he was getting gas and he turned it off and he didn't hit because it went down slow.
Yeah.
It usually never hit 24. And one time it did and it started anyway. But that one time when it didn't start, I remember being like, dude, what is this?
Reminds me of the movie Speed.
Right. Dude, it was, yeah.
Except
Just-
you're not moving.
I know, but it was like, yeah, I feel you. That's a good reference.
Yeah.
It's solid.
That's crazy.
So the other band would just get there and then you'd show up hours later.
Yeah, they're chilling so hard, dude. Their bus was so sick. They had a double decker, and I got to ride on it like after the tour was over to go back to London. Me and the wife had the honeymoon right after the tour, so she got to ride on their bus too. Actually,
What?
They're-
She flew out, right?
She flew out and caught the last couple of shows, and then I stayed for like a week with her. We did some Europe.
cool.
Dude,
Mhm.
that's so awesome.
Yeah.
And their bus is so comfy, dude, compared to our.
I
Like,
bet.
I didn't sleep a lot at night. We'd get there and then I'll like fall asleep
Yeah.
and just like sleep all day.
Are they big partiers or were they just
Not like big partiers. Like two of the guys don't drink, and then the other two guys they'll have a drink with you and party a little bit. But I got some like crazies in our band or whatever. So
Yeah.
it's funny, man. Sometimes like we'd finish up and the one guy Garrett who plays keys would come and just chill with us in our green room. I'd be like, hell yeah, man. He kind of. It must have been entertaining. You
Yeah.
know, they're just
He's like, my
cruising.
band's being a bunch of.
They're probably they're with each other so much, right? So,
I need space.
dude, I remember saying to them like, you guys have probably talked about everything, right? You ever talk about this in the van? You ever sex stuff, blah? And the one guy being like, oh yeah, you guys will stop talking to each other eventually.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh god,
Yeah.
they're so pro.
That's crazy.
All we do is talk to each other and annoy each other and just say
Yeah.
the dumbest shit.
Well, you can
constantly.
imagine being on
Eventually,
tour for-
they get like
Yeah,
separate buses.
yeah. But that's
Like Green Day. When we saw Green Day, I was hearing about like how they like broke up or something for a little bit, and like, or maybe they're like in the process of breaking up or something, but like the singer has his own bus
Oh,
and
my
like somebody
goodness.
else has their own bus.
He's like, you know what, you guys are pissing me off.
Let me get my own
another
bus.
bus.
Yeah, right away.
Uh,
We got you.
we were like behind that band Fleet Foxes one night, and they had 2 buses, but there's only like 4 dudes in the band.
Yeah.
I think it was a 5-piece actually, but yeah, they had 2 buses.
I mean,
I
it
thought that
kind of
was
makes
crazy.
sense though. Like if you're
It does
that
kinda, man.
big, where you're
Mhm.
on like a tour where you're playing for like a half a year,
Yeah.
and you got a family and kids,
Yeah.
and you got the money. You know, let's say us 3 are in a band right
Mhm.
now, and I
Yeah.
got a family with 3 kids, and so do you, and so do you. I mean,
Mhm.
that'd be awesome to have each our own van. You know,
That's why I'd be like jealous of the. I'll hear these stories about these
our own
comedians.
tour
It's
bus.
like your
Yeah,
own
yeah.
room, yeah.
The comic, and he can just bring his whole family, and they just live on the bus.
Yeah.
And it's like we have a big band. We
Yeah.
have like
Yeah.
we are a whole family in a van.
Imagine
Yeah.
that Grateful Dead with the 35 people.
Right, dude.
Like,
I love thinking about
is
it.
everybody here? Like the checklist
Yeah.
is like this long, you know?
It's
Like,
hilarious.
half of them are still sleeping. We're starting the
Yeah.
show. Like, what?
It's gonna be tough to get all those guys together.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Like, what the heck?
That must have been such a great
Yeah.
touring family,
Like,
right?
every time, anybody got to use the bathroom?
Yeah.
30
Yeah.
people.
Dude, there's something about just like you and you're with your friends and you're
I
like
know,
about to
man.
do this shit and you're just like, oh, you know that feeling.
Dude,
It's
you know what
like,
it reminds me of is when you would sleep over your buddy's house
Yeah.
back when you were little, man. Like it's the camaraderie
Yeah.
thing and the like. I guess it's a little different than that, right?
Yeah.
Because we're out here like with a job to do.
Did it fly by? Did
But-
the tour fly by? Was it?
Yeah, it goes back and forth,
Yeah.
right? Like some days you're like, oh wow, but then some days like there was this day where we were off in Germany and we just parked in a lot and slept.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was. I was like, I couldn't sleep. I think I had we all got slightly sick that night or something. And I just remember that night being long and being like, oh, this feels long.
Mm-hmm.
So it would go back and forth like that, you know.
But looking back now, was it like
flew by,
yeah.
dude.
That's the thing, dude. Like when it's good and it's
Yeah,
there
man.
and you're in the moment and you're like, oh, this is awesome, but then it's just
Yeah.
like gone.
I'm
you know?
such a pussy too, where I'm like, dude, I just want a shower or a bath, and then you get home, and you're like, I just want to go back and
Yeah.
not have the shower. Yeah, so, yeah. Tried to soak it in though as best I could.
Yeah,
man,
for
you
real.
know? Not the best at that, but like
Yeah.
tried to do my
Like,
best.
I
living
just
in the
saw a
moment.
meme like that today. It was like, picture somebody from SpongeBob, and he's like, I need more hours at work so I can make more money. It's just like a picture of him like this, and then like the other part of it's like, it says like me, like I need more hours so I can make more money, and then
I need to
and then
rest.
boss says, can you say an extra 5 minutes? And then me, and he's just like,
Yeah.
no. Like,
No,
Like that-
I will not do that.
2
I'm not
SpongeBob
gonna do that.
references so far on the
Yeah.
pod.
hey man, shout out
Dude.
SpongeBob.
That's
Shout out SpongeBob.
yeah, shout outs.
My childhood.
What was your
Mhm.
favorite cartoon growing up?
Yeah, I liked Hey Arnold a lot.
Hey
I was a Hey
Arnold.
Arnold guy.
I loved Hey Arnold.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Just a weird kind of Charlie Brownie
Hey, look at
Yeah.
the
just
shirt.
cruising. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
oh,
you-
right.
Snoopy.
Whoopsie.
Dude, did you ever hear our
Whoopsie.
Charlie Brown
Trap remix.
trap remix?
No, didn't see that one.
Yeah.
You guys got a lot of videos though.
Well, that's... I don't know if we did make a video for that. Yeah.
Yeah. it
Oh,
was
is that on the
not the
SoundCloud?
best.
The Charlie Brown is
Yeah,
on the
that's on
The
our
SoundCloud?
video,
SoundCloud.
dude. The video.
We like last minute. We were like,
Yeah.
shit, it's Christmas. we gotta
had to
make
we had
something
to
for
do something.
Christmas. It's
That's
such a
cool.
big holiday.
My buddy Matt from the band, he made a Silent Night recording for Christmas.
What's it
Real
say?
like trippy though. It was in like 6
Whoa.
time. It's like it's cool. It's a real cool recording.
Yeah.
I like that. Do a little Christmas thing. Do a little Halloween
Yeah.
thing. Do a
Yeah.
little,
You got to do the holiday
You gotta hit the
Yeah,
big
yeah.
ones. You know.
Yeah. So wait, what's coming up? What's the next holiday?
Easter.
Easter. Yeah.
So you can do an Easter pod?
I don't know. That's a good... Well, when is Easter? Is it this Sunday?
Yeah. The day
I don't know.
after.
We leave... We're
the
going
day
to
after
Chicago
we fly
on
to
Monday.
Chicago.
Oh,
Gonna
you guys
see-
will be out there for Easter?
Yeah, we're going to see...
Well, we'll be here for Easter.
well, yeah, we'll be here.
Oh,
But
okay.
we would
Yeah.
fly. We fly there the next day.
Yeah.
You going to see a show?
Nope, going back
No.
for family. I
Yeah,
got 3
cool.
little sisters out there
Oh, really?
that I
Yeah.
miss terribly.
How old are you guys, man?
I just turned 26 on the 11th.
Damn.
Yeah. You're 26 too.
I thought y'all was older than me.
How old
How old
are
are
you?
you?
I think I'm 29.
You think?
Pretty sure about that.
It's hard to keep
Yeah.
track.
You know
I had
that
a
thing?
customer the other day. How old are you? And I almost said 25 again.
Yeah,
And then I
dude.
said 26, and then I was like, in my mind, as
Yeah.
I'm still having this conversation, I'm like,
Did you correct?
did I say the right thing? I said 26, but I was just like,
Oh, right.
it is so awkward. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. That's
Go up a year, you
I
know.
know.
Yeah, dude. 4 years. I'll be 30.
27 club next year. Looking forward
Oh
to that.
man.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Best year of my life. 27.
Just wondering if I'm gonna die.
Yo, I really thought we were probably. I don't know if you guys do this. I'll be like around. I just assume we're all in the same grade when we hang out with these other bands.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, we were all graduated in 07, right?
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
why
yeah.
my brain does that.
It's like when you get older, it's just like whatever.
Yeah, I think that. Oh my god, you just reminded me in Game of Thrones how Littlefinger
Yeah.
is trying to be with Sansa. She's 14.
Yeah.
14 years old.
Dude, the little finger, man.
Dude, that's creepy. Dog.
I
Yeah, it's
know.
like, it's weird when it's like, you know, you're like whatever, like a 26-year-old trying
Yeah.
to date someone super young, but
Yeah.
like when you're 50 and you're dating a
Yeah.
you know, a 35-year-old.
When you're
I mean, that's
50.
still kind of
Yeah.
weird, but it's
Yeah.
like way more like okay, you
Yeah.
know.
I guess when you're older, though, age seems to kind of go away. Like you said, I feel like we're all the
Yeah.
same right
Yeah.
here, right?
It's like you're all mature. You're
Yeah.
all adults now. You can,
Yeah.
you know.
Do you feel more like a kid or more like an adult?
I don't know. Like doing this stuff, I feel adultish. You
I
know?
thought you were gonna say kiddish. I thought you were.
Oh,
I feel like
no.
a kid when I do that.
Well, like,
but you're right. It is a.
yeah, like when we're like doing, you know, it's kind of a mix between both because I
Mhm.
like my humor side. I'm like, you know, kiddish, but like doing the production and like
Mhm.
marketing the videos and stuff is like kind of adult.
I guess I feel
stuff.
more kiddish because I'm
Me
still
too,
a
dude.
server at a restaurant,
Yeah.
which you can be an 18-year-old server serving beer
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I play drums and
Yeah, I know
do
what you
music,
mean.
and I'm constantly goofing around,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
That's what I'm afraid of is when I'm like 30 or something, and I just feel like I still feel
Bad about it.
no like a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and you
You know?
might feel a little bad about it or something.
Well, I feel like
I won't feel bad about it. I don't know why you just keep saying that.
No, you will.
like
You're-
just you feel stupid. Like just you feel like a dumb guy. I feel like I would like I think about my dad and I'm like, dude, I'm never gonna be that grown up.
Yeah.
Like he was just like, ugh, like you know, like
Yeah.
he was
It
just
is
like an
weird
adult.
thinking
Like,
about like you
never
see
gonna hit that,
some
dude. Yeah.
you see some men, you know. and
Yeah.
you're- That's another thing that makes me feel so much like a kid still.
I know, dude.
I see some men walk in
And you
and
can tell they're
the
men.
restaurant or whatever, yeah, and you're just
You
like,
know?
man, like full beard, nice car, family, the wife, you know, it's just like,
probably just fixed something, right? Just repaired something. Probably.
Yeah, right.
We fixed some. You
Yeah.
know, something was wrong. We fixed it.
Yeah, man. So I don't know. 29, but don't know if I feel like an adult.
Yeah.
Married.
Dude, just
Don't-
live it. Just
Yeah, that's what it is. man.
stunt it.
Stunt it. Is that the new?
do it.
Send it.
That's another
That-
podcast
Send it.
catchphrase.
Yeah.
What
You
was
see the
the one
send
from
it guy,
earlier?
right?
No, but I've heard about the send it guy.
He's like, still gonna send it.
Still gonna send it. Okay.
That shit blew up. People
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
What was that other catchphrase that we came up with earlier in the pod, man? We've come up with a couple of catchphrases.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what sticks.
I'll have to
though,
watch
you know?
it.
I'm
See
gonna
what
watch this
sticks.
one like 100 times in a row.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna watch.
As
it
soon
and
as
watch
we turn the camera off, I'm watching.
We're
the whole
watching
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Get that view
on the
count.
camera, all three of us.
Dude, we're already at like an hour and 15, I think.
Great, man. Is it? Can you guys play music this late? Is it too
Oh,
late?
yeah.
for your
Oh, yeah.
neighbors
Oh, yeah.
freak out?
It's-
Yeah, dude.
I didn't
You
know.
want to jam?
Let's
I, would
see
ja-
if-
I like to jam a little before.
I had a
roll.
couple little quick questions.
Sure.
Yeah,
Let's see
man.
here.
Wrap it up.
Walmart, Walmart or Kmart?
Yeah, right. It's like, have you
what's-
guys,
What's your choice?
dude? Have you
here?
guys been to the Kmart here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Walmart,
It's like-
baby.
It's a
All the
ghost. It's a ghost town.
The Kmart here apparently sells like more sunscreen than any Kmart, and that's
No
helping
way.
all the Kmarts stay open or something crazy.
What? Where's
Right?
this statistic?
I'm gonna bring it next time. I'll bring some stats to back up all the bullshit I spew on the pod.
That's-
But it's gonna be Walmart, man. Yeah.
So the last podcast you said, you
Yeah.
know.
Kmart will forever be scarred for me because my mom has a story of one time she was like buying like underwear or something,
Story.
and there was like shit stains already in the
Is this
underwear.
Chicago Kmart?
Yes, or maybe it was a Wisconsin
my
Kmart
God.
Okay,
or something like that. But yeah, she told me that when I was a little kid, and so now anytime I see a Kmart, I just
You're
go,
off.
"Ugh."
You're off.
Dude,
Kmart.
you're better off. That's
But it's so much closer than Walmart, so we've gone a couple times, and every
Yeah.
time it's like fail.
Yeah,
I feel like literally every
we
time
go
we
looking.
there,
We go looking for something specific, and we never find it.
you don't find it.
Yeah,
Never.
but they have so much. It's like a big store in there.
I know you'd be like, oh, let me go get like a
just like a
portable
pair of
charger for
basketball
myself.
shorts or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Couldn't
Yeah.
find like a cool pair.
Let me just
Yeah.
get socks. Yeah,
Yeah.
just something so
no
chill.
fucking socks.
Yeah,
We went to
Yeah.
go get like some JBL headphones. The selection was like one.
Yeah.
What'd they have for headphones? The electronics was, I think,
Their
shutting down
electronics
last
department
time I
is
went in there.
literally
It's
smaller
tiny,
than
yeah.
this
It's funny,
room right
Yeah.
here.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Kmart's gone, dude.
Yeah.
That the sunscreen, they won't go because of the sunscreen sales, man. You mark my words.
Oh, I
on this.
bet.
They're
I
gonna
bet.
hang around, man.
That's
just gonna be-
hilarious.
Sunscreen scales are through the roof.
Yeah,
They're gonna have like an aisle of just sunscreen
Yeah.
this summer.
I bet. I
The
bet that's a
sunscreen
big
Kmart.
touristy spot.
Mhm.
Another question was favorite restaurant on the beach.
I saw that one on the paper, man, and Thai Room comes right to mind. I love the Thai
Haven't
Room.
been there.
Dude, that's right by isn't it by Outer
Yeah, right
Banks?
across the street, man. Right across the highway. It's next to like Saul's Pizza and like the Portico
Yeah.
where that was.
Yeah.
Have you not had Thai Room either?
Uh-uh.
Oh, boys, yeah. That's
So
what
what's
I'm
good
gonna
there?
Recommend it. I get the General Tso's chicken, but everything's good.
I was just thinking Chinese yesterday. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what's
It's my
Do
favorite.
you ever go to Tycho?
Yeah, Tycho. I went like a couple nights ago, actually.
Dude, it's so good.
I love that
You
place.
ever get the
man.
Honolulu roll?
Yeah, baby. I love the Honolulu roll.
That's a favorite.
Dude, I go to my buddy's parents own this restaurant called Collington Cafe, which is like a fine dining place.
Oh, yeah.
But it's so good.
Yeah, dude.
That's a really
I've
good
never been,
restaurant.
but I heard it's amazing.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
And then I got my little spots I go where I need like a bite and I don't want to pay the money. You want something good like Viva, right? That taco spot.
Yeah.
That's a good spot.
Love it.
Dude,
Love
High
that
Cotton
place.
has like good cheap but good. Like you'll get like a lot of food, pork and some fried okra, right? But it's cheap.
Were they
pretty cheap.
in Kitty Hawk?
Yeah, way up down in Kitty Hawk.
Off the beach
up
road,
down
yeah.
there and Kitty Hawk up down.
I'm down
Down
there.
there over.
Yeah.
Over and about.
There's some good. I got a couple of the regular, the little taqueria spot,
Korea.
kind of near Avalon Street, near my neck of the woods.
Mm.
They do like the corn tortillas with the pulled meat, right?
I don't know
onions
that
and
place. I'll have to
cilantro.
check this
Pretty
out.
authentic taco. It's another good spot to
Yeah.
check out.
Nice, nice.
Where do you guys go?
Dude, we go to Tycho a lot.
Yeah, so good.
We've been eating a ton, like saving money.
Yeah,
and
since we started working
Good,
out,
dude.
we make
prep
pre-made.
meals.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
make pre-made chicken and rice, like protein, and
You got your chicken ready to
Yeah.
on
What's
hand
that
at all
Mexican
times.
place that we hit up?
that's
La
the La Viva or whatever.
Oh, Viva
Oh,
La
cool.
Mexico
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we go to La Fagatas, and that's another good Mexican spot. A bunch of spots around
What's the
here.
one right here?
Five Guys.
No, the Mexican place.
Oh, yeah.
Plaza Aztecs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I go out there, hit the dollar tacos.
Yeah, dude.
Tuesday dollar
It's
tacos.
slammed on the dollar taco.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
There's a lot of dollar taco spots around here. I don't know
Yeah.
if how many you guys have hit up, but you got the Bad Bean. I don't think it's dollar.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's closer dollar. And then you got that's Teca. I think Food Dudes does dollar tacos. I think La Fagatas even does it now. There's a lot of dollar taco spots. Probably even another really good one that I'm forgetting about. I'm trying to think if there's any other recommendations.
for the listener.
I mean, if you guys are pumping and you're getting that chicken in at home,
Yeah.
you're doing it right.
Yeah.
We're doing it. We're getting
Keep
that
that
chicken in,
flowing.
dude.
It's so nice.
Yeah, man.
We're getting stacked, you know.
What are y'all gonna do when the membership runs out? Turn this
gonna-
into a fitness pod, maybe.
So what are you benching on the daily?
Yeah, well, I mean, I went up to the 35s today. No big whoop.
35 plates.
And I didn't go down either. I finished my sets.
But yeah, man, I love working out.
Yeah, you're gonna get a keep it rolling at the sports
Oh,
club. You
yeah.
think? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That place is awesome. Everybody's super nice.
We were on the
Yeah.
swim team, so like I originally wanted to go to a place like the Y's
Like
got
the
a pool,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Like I know people at the sports club,
Cool.
so I don't want to just like
There's a lot of
Not show up.
huge dudes
Oh,
there
yeah.
too, and I love that. Like,
Levi, does that dude Levi work out there? The biggest guy ever.
what's he?
Is he kind of got like
He bodybuilds and he won like a comp
he's got?
Where's he work
the
at?
last couple years, and he was working out there when I was working out there.
Does he work
right?
at
You worked
the
out
brew
there?
station?
I worked out there a
Does he
little
work
bit.
at the brew station?
Who's that?
No, but that guy's huge too.
Yeah.
Sonny.
Dude,
Sonny.
that
Yeah.
guy.
Does he? He's in the sports club.
Yeah.
Steven and I are just like,
But yeah, the guy you're talking about, is he super tall too?
He's actually kind of short, dude.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of short.
Because there's a guy that he's got to be like 6'8" or something.
Yeah.
And I mean,
he's a beast.
He is huge.
Like bodybuilder style, or like kind of fat.
Andre the
like
Giant.
Andre the Giant
Yeah,
style.
Yeah, I wonder
Yeah,
who that
it's
is.
crazy. And he wears those shirts. It's like a tank top, but they're like really long,
Mm-hmm.
like low, like, you know.
It's intimidating.
His pecs are, like,
Nipples
this
pop
long.
out the sides of
Oh,
the tank
yeah.
top. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
the one you're talking about. Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know that
I
guy?
know that nipple popping tank top.
The,
That son of a bitch.
the nipple popping tank top.
Yeah. Dude, it's intimidating sometimes.
But I love
Big
that.
guys.
Like, I've worked out at other gyms before, and you know, you just got like the regular guys, and
Yeah.
every once in a while you see a huge dude, and
Yeah.
you're just like, damn, and it like gives you
Yeah.
like a confident, like an energy, not a confidence boost, but you're like, man, all right, like I can get that big eventually if
Yeah.
I work
Mhm.
hard. This place, it's like fucking huge fucking dudes everywhere, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's funny. There are some big dudes around here.
yeah.
There was one guy who used to work out there he's a chiropractor and he's cracked my back and stuff. He's a good dude. He's super into like weird drumming and metal music and stuff.
What's his name?
His name's Gene Flynn.
Danny
and,
Carey.
and he like does this thing. he does this thing called the Highland Games, where he like you swing huge weights and toss them, and he like wins this
Whoa.
thing all the time. I
That's
don't know
some
if
Viking
he's still,
shit. Sounds
Yeah,
that's like
it's
some
like-
European shit.
but
right
he would
there.
he would hit that gym. I feel like when I was there.
There's like huge tractor tires outside.
Oh, really?
In this
Yeah.
field, and like we were there for like a week, and we get in the Jeep after a set. We're like super depleted or
Yeah.
whatever, and I'm like, screw this, TJ. I'm flipping a tire, man.
You flipped the tire.
And
Yeah.
we went over there, and
did
there's
it.
3 tires. There's like a regular like Ford F-150 tire, you know, just a little thing.
Just boop.
Yeah.
Easy.
And so I was like,
Nothing.
all right, I flipped that. And then there's this huge one, and I was like, I'm
Yeah.
going for the big dog, and I like couldn't really get it, and I didn't want to hurt myself, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go for the little smaller one.
Little
Who's
dog.
still like it's like 4 feet
Yeah, it's
tall.
big.
It's probably like 46 inches or
Yeah.
something. And I flipped that one, and once I flipped that one, I was like, all right, I can flip the big one.
Yeah.
So I was like, T, bust out the Snapchat, and I flipped it, but I had to
Had to
like,
snap it.
it was
Snap.
so heavy, and it was like buried into the sand, so I had to dig out underneath the tires.
Fuck
so I
yeah,
could
that's
get
good
my
for
hands-
Snapchat though. Get a little,
Yeah.
you know.
And there was water inside of it too, so when I was picking
Yeah.
it up,
Yeah,
and I got it up,
dude,
water
you
was
get a little
coming
wet?
out. Yeah,
You get a
a little wet. You know? Got me.
Did you guys
Hey.
get some hits on that video?
Oh yeah.
Hell
People
yeah.
hit me up.
Honestly, dude, you guys had like it was like 100 views and like 5 comments on a video, and I was like, that's a high comment to view ratio. Your audience is engaging. It was
Yeah.
like it looked like people who knew what y'all were up to already
Yeah.
or
yeah.
something on the one video.
Well, we've
on the
grown.
first
I mean,
podcast.
we only have like 52 followers on YouTube.
Subscribe.
So, yeah,
subscribers.
subscribers.
Sick,
Excuse me.
dude, yeah.
Which is pretty good.
It's a good
pretty
start.
good
for us.
Good
one
little
video,
start.
one podcast.
The thing that sucks is YouTube just made this new like rule that you have to have. You have to have 1,000 followers and like a certain amount of views per hour to monetize your videos, which is put ads.
I've been wondering how that
Yeah.
works.
That's how you make money.
And it's new, so we just like
Okay.
missed the mark. I guess we could have been making some money on our on our videos,
Oh, whoa.
but I didn't know anything about that, you know. So
So, geez, now it's like
yeah,
harder.
Now it's super
yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 1,000 followers, like
Yeah. That's a lot.
I'm
that's
just,
a lot.
I mean, you always got to do it for like the love of it, you know,
Yeah.
music
Yeah.
and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But like, you can only hope too. Like, I hope
man.
somebody big soon, please.
Joe Rogan,
just like
Joe, please.
likes our stuff and shares
I
it,
know.
and then all of their fans
Yeah.
are just like, damn, you know,
Yeah.
and subscribe, you know, and you wake up in the morning, you got 5,000 followers, and you're making money. I mean,
and you tweet Joe and you go, thanks,
Yeah.
dog.
thank you,
Yeah,
dog.
thanks,
Appreciate that, dog.
He's like, want to train with me? I'm like, no. Nah.
Nah,
You ever heard of
probably couldn't hang.
Yeah.
what's that guy's Craig, that black guy?
Craig Robinson?
No, something.
Craig. I don't know who you're talking about.
You remember those guys that I would always watch? They were really funny. He did that one skit with the black
Oh,
actors.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know their names. though.
Marvin Craig.
Yeah. They're like
we'll
these
have
are
to
like
show you.
Vine.
They were
You
like
remember
Vine
Vine?
superstars.
Yeah.
Before.
I like that kind of comment right there. You
Yeah.
remember Vine? Y'all? That just came
guys
and went.
remember
Then
didn't it?
Vine?
they got rid of it, so all
Yeah.
these Vine stars switched over to like making YouTube videos.
Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's like this dude Melvin Craig and like a
Yeah.
couple other guys, Jerry Perp Drink or something like that
Jerry
that I follow all the time.
I like that one.
He's like a rapper too.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
but
that's a
yeah,
good
these
one.
guys, man, they're like so hard to compete with because they have so much money and they have like nice cameras and stuff, and like they have like the hottest chicks like ever in like every video.
They're on the thumbnail, so
That's
like when
funny,
you're
dude,
scrolling
yeah.
through,
You just see like a fine booty and you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, click on it, and then there's
there's
him
no-
sitting on a couch with like two of the finest girls, and you're just
So you
like,
guys
what?
need some. I can see
Need
what I can
some
do about
chicks.
this. There's a list of a couple things. What was it earlier? It was a busted car for
We
the
need a
next
busted
sketch.
Yeah.
car.
I can get you
There's
that by
one in
9
the
o'clock
JK's parking lot that busted out in truck.
Yeah, I know
wanna
what you're
use
talking
that.
about. I've seen that.
Full rebuild.
Everybody knows that truck. We can get it.
Yeah, right.
Needs a full rebuild. Yeah.
There we
I know
go.
that truck, man.
Yeah, we got to get you in on a skit, man.
Dude, I'm gonna come back and do the pod after you guys have a couple more guests. I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring some material. Make it actually. I just started to flow 5 seconds ago. I don't know if you could tell. We're probably about to wrap, aren't we? I just got into it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to jam.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Before we wrap it up, is there? I mean, where can
Let's check the
people
paper.
find your music at?
Google us, baby. Zach Mexico.
Zach Mexico.
We're out there and we're coming.
They're coming for you.
motherfuckers.
They're killing it. They're playing shows. They're doing it. Check it out.
so just Google YouTube at all.
We got all the stuff, but
all this
I
stuff.
always find if you Google it, it lays it
Google's
out
the
nice
best.
for
Lays
you.
it out.
right? Depends what you want too. You know, some people might want to.
What if someone wants to buy your album?
the stuff? That's more a little complicated.
Yeah.
Okay, Warhen Records would
Warhen
be where you
Records.
would look for that. And then we're working on setting up merch through our website and our Bandcamp right now, so you can order the shirts and order the
Mhm.
stuff. Dude, right now it's like people just kind of have to be at the shows or hit us up.
Yeah.
Or
Go to the shows.
Come
Super
to the shows,
underground.
Support the fucking music.
Yeah, baby, come watch us.
Yeah.
I'll buy you a
Even if
drink.
you get up at 5 a.m., play a show, work, don't get off till 11:30. Still go out.
Chicks
and
probably
have a
gonna-
great
ask,
night.
Ask
you know?
about your biological father. You know,
Yeah, maybe a chick will holler at you,
Yeah, maybe.
latch to you.
maybe 5 minutes
You
into.
might find true love at the Zach Mexico show.
Yeah.
There's a
You never
lot of
know.
possibilities.
Yeah.
Maybe a biological father.
Maybe you'll meet
Yeah.
a couple of dudes from the Czech Republic that live right
Yeah.
next door.
Another podcast guest.
Endless
I want to meet
possibilities.
these cats now.
Yeah,
I want to
dude.
meet these cats, dude.
They're like, you're the drummer, man.
Yeah, was that where were they? Yugoslavia? Is that
Czech
where you-
Republic.
Oh, Czech Republic.
Czech
Is
Republic.
Yugoslavia even a place?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did he say? He was like, I need weed or something.
Yeah, I heard him.
Oh.
Well, first, me and Jonathan were standing there. I don't know. TJ's doing the girl thing, and the guy's like, some other dude from the Czech Republic standing over there. So there's like the two dudes we're talking to, me and Jonathan, and then there's some other guy. And
Surrounded
the big guy leans back and he's like, "Hey, grab a couple beers with these guys. What do you guys drink?" And I was like, "No, we don't drink." And he's like, "What's wrong with you guys?"
Yeah, that. Oh,
Yeah.
God, that's the
And
worst.
then he was literally like offended, and I was like, "No, dude, it's just cool. Like, we don't drink, man. Like, it's all good, man. But like, whatever." And he's just like, "Oh," and like he ended up like walking away, and then he was like talking to his like girlfriend or wife possibly, and he was just like, I need weed now."
Yes, that's the best to scream that in the bar, dude. You want to scream that in the
I
bar.
need it now.
Was that at the brewing station?
Yeah, well, it was outside. It was out back.
Oh,
Just a
Is that
cop
bad?
looking at him. He's like, I don't need it anymore.
I don't. I found. Got it.
yeah.
Got it. That dude.
Got it, had it.
Lost
years
it.
ago.
Already
Yeah.
lost it.
Yeah.
That's so funny, dude.
Some
There-
girl got like dragged out of the brew station.
Yeah, her legs were
Classic.
limp, like
Ooh.
just dragging
Jesus.
by that swole guy.
Oh yeah. It's like every show. Somebody
really?
Yeah.
Dude, security was tight at
took
that
him
show.
off to his dungeon. You come with me, girl. Come
Oh
on.
wait, no, it wasn't the swole guy. It was another
it was-
big security guard, but
Homie
that
with,
swole
like, a
guy
beard.
came up too.
Big beard guy. I saw another guy with a beard.
Possibly.
I was surprised that they had like super tight security,
Dude,
which is
the
good.
wand. They have the wand.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
the door.
I had a couple like I have my knife on me
I had
just
my
'cause-
knife on me too.
and I was like
Chicago
whoops.
boys.
I was like,
yeah.
I got a knife on me. Should I leave that in the vehicle? He's like, probably you should.
Probably
and I was
should.
like, all
They
right.
were cool though. Our first bud,
Cool,
John,
cool.
he didn't have $7. He only had $5, I guess.
They let it
And-
ride.
And they were
They did.
like, yeah, just come in. And then I had $7. And he was like, I'm not gonna make you pay $7 if your bud just pays
Oh, cool.
$5.
Yeah, and
Man,
then
that
I
makes
only
me feel
paid
good.
$5.
So we all got
Alright,
in for
dudes.
$5.
Shout
Dude,
out
I'll guest
the
list you
dudes.
next time.
Shout out Brew
will?
Station Security.
dude.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Shout out. The wand was. I was cracking up. I was like, what happened? I didn't think they would buy the wand. Just like, let's get a wand.
It's a
Fuck it.
fake wand. You can buy that. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like,
You can buy it at Kmart.
You just press the button and it beeps. So if you want somebody to be,
it's just a holds a taco.
Yeah.
It's not even a wand. He's gonna eat the taco after that. I was wondering, like, what happened? Did someone bring something? Something must have happened, right? Where they're like, we
yeah,
need
we're gonna
wands
beef
now.
up security.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been
2018.
honestly, dude, what might have happened was we played this past New Year's. We played there. It was fun. The New Year's before this one, dude, we played there, and it was like a riot happened. They had a new sound man, and the Marty's a nutcase, and he's just being so crazy.
Yeah.
The drummer, right? Everyone's being like so wild. There's like some notorious characters around here, and I would love to give y'all some suggestions for podcast guests who are these weirdos who live around here, right?
Dude, yeah.
One of them, Mikey Weeks, okay? I've known this guy forever. He's just in the
Mikey
bar,
Weeks.
just ready to
You're
fight.
next.
Shout outs to Mikey Weeks, dude. Always number one fan. And I just remember he's out there wilding, dude, a couple other kids. The sound man tells us to stop playing at some point
Yeah.
because of some fine for noise, or the cops had something that wasn't true, dude. And then Marty is just go guy. He will not stop, dude.
Yeah.
Some of the kids in our band were still playing. I'm just like a huge push. I'm like, why don't we now?
Yeah.
And dude, I mean, fight.
stop.
Marty gets kicked out, pulled off the drum set, and kicked out.
Whoa.
Banned for life. Okay, he's like wrapped in a space blanket, and he's and you're banned for life. He's banned for life. He got a job there the next summer, right? That was
No
hilarious.
way.
Yeah, but I almost wonder if that was why the wand
Yeah.
got brought into the whole.
I saw, dude. We played at the brew station once, and I saw him because he knew Dave. Remember Dave?
Yeah.
What was his last name?
Dave Ferrara.
Yeah, Ferrara. Yeah, he like came up and shouted out, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Who is that guy?" And he was like, "He's a sick drummer." I was like, "Yeah."
He is, dude. He's a nutcase,
Yeah.
man. He's just like my favorite musician.
Yeah.
The motherfucker. I'll show y'all some Till stuff, maybe.
We gotta do a live podcast at the brew station.
I wonder if they'd be in. How cool would that be to do a live pod?
Could you
dude?
imagine?
Somewhere would totally be into that, even if it
Yeah.
wasn't the brewing stuff.
I just saw.
That's a good venue for it.
I just saw H3. I don't know if you know their videos.
I haven't ever seen
He
that
did the-
stuff, but
He did the Vape Nash video.
cool.
Yeah, you should check that out. But
Vape
they
Nash.
did a live podcast, and it looks super sweet. And
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, man.
It looks like fun.
Yeah.
Find some freaks for guests.
Yeah.
Just get
Yeah.
some crazies in there.
Yeah.
You guys are like, yeah, dude.
You don't
Get them
have
around the gear. Bring the crazies around my gear.
Yeah, dude. You don't have to worry about anything. It would be sweet.
Yeah, I remember trying to come up with guests. There's this guy Delbert who's like this surf legend around here. I always thought like,
Yeah.
get him on the pod. Get some of these just Outer Banks legends.
Seriously.
I'm
dude.
gonna send you a list, man, of like
You
just
should.
guys who would be fun.
I'm gonna hit him up. Be like, probably don't know us,
Yeah,
but you want to
yeah.
be on our podcast?
Well, this is a nice chill pod. You can kind of just.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was a theme or anything. That's why I watched the first one to be like,
Yeah.
what is the.
Well,
first
yeah,
one
like I
is-
said
First one was just
earlier,
trying shit
maybe.
out.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first one I feel like really even wasn't like the first one. I feel
Yeah,
like this is
yeah.
the first
Yeah.
one. The first
Cool,
one
man.
was just like us kind of not just being like, "Hi, we're Steven and TJ, we're Vibe
Yeah.
Squad Productions, and
Yeah.
this is what we do, and this is how we met." And
Really,
blah blah blah.
Jonathan was kind of like the host because he was asking us questions.
He did. He kind of turned.
So it
into-
was
Yeah,
like we
so-
were in your shoes, kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah,
you
I
know.
noticed that a little
So
bit.
now that we got that through, this is almost like the first like Vibe Squad Productions
Yeah.
podcast,
Nice,
where
man.
and you're like our first guest.
The font even 001
On the
font
wall?
was good. I was like on the like cover page of the video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
001. I was like, yeah, dude.
the pizza.
It catches your eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice, man.
I was just thinking about how like I'm gonna get that font back. Like if I'm gonna have trouble,
yeah.
just editing
Yeah,
things
yeah.
I'm thinking about.
That's funny.
Sweet dude, this has been fun.
Yeah, this has
Yeah,
been
man.
awesome.
Thanks for coming on, bro.
Absolutely, boys. Play a little music, maybe. If,
Yeah, man.
If the neighbors won't yell at us.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Awesome.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for tuning in.
Stay tuned for
Catch
the
us next
next
time.
one. Who knows who we're gonna have on here? It's gonna get wild though. It's gonna get weird.
I'm gonna send you some freaks.
Yeah. Peace out.
Peace out.